Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions including Bederin FM Bumpurugu, Klenam Radio Bato, Gaskia FM Techiman and Radio Wawa. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice vows to leave no stone unturned in its quest to probe alleged high-level political complicity that stifles fight against illegal mining.
We've reached out to a number of state institutions, expecting them to forward to us evidence of what we also expect from the complainant as well.
We have the latest as it demands evidence from various state agencies. Also, an Accra High Court has set aside the findings of the commission against former PPA boss AJ. We'll tell you more on that. And 7-member committee set up by the Speaker to investigate leaked tape exposing an alleged plot to oust Inspector General of Police Dr. George Ekufu Dampare.
Investigate other matters contained in the audio recording and recommend sanctions to persons found culpable where appropriate and make recommendations for reforms where necessary.
We have details of that in business.
Oil marketing companies warn of significant hikes in fuel prices by last quarter of this year as government works to implement IMF program conditionalities for the sector. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And much later in the bulletin, what will get 20-year-old rapper Yaw Tog to go back to school?
Where I'm from, I'm the breadwinner, so I need I need to go like hard for the family to secure everything first before I go to school.
Details of these stories coming up shortly. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. The Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice says it will go ahead to carry out its extensive probe into the controversial Professor Kobna Frimpong Boateng Galamsey report. This is despite the failure of Saudai MP Roxanne Nelson Dafiamakbo to provide evidence despite calling for the inquiry. Commissioner Joseph Woodhull says his office is currently building a case against the various officials named in the report as part of the process.
We're doing a lot. We've reached out to a number of state institutions, expecting them to forward to us evidence of what we also expect from the complainant as well. There's nothing wrong with having the opportunity to look at all possible evidence and all nuances of the evidence in order to make the findings that we think we have to make. In the absence of any evidence beyond what they have given to us, we need further information or evidence to be able to say the named persons in Frimpong Boateng's report, there is enough basis for us to require a response from them. That is why we are still at this angle.
Mr. Whittle says the Commission will use its powers to fish for evidence.
So our letter to him is in the spirit of, you have done well so far. Do you have more information that we can use? In the absence of any further information from them, we will proceed to look for the evidence based on the powers given to the Commission to the extent possible and come to some conclusions, one way or the other.
We stay a while longer on Shraj because an Accra High Court has set aside the findings of the Commission against former PPA boss ABAJ. Mr. AJ was captured in a documentary allegedly engaged in the sale of government contracts. Shraj probed the matter and found him to have breached conflict of interest rules and barred him from holding public office for 10 years. The High Court was asked to intervene and it has ruled that Shraj did not offer Mr. AJ an opportunity to question witnesses called by Shraj. Legal Affairs correspondent Joseph Akable joins me with more. So, Joseph, what are the details regarding this decision?
So the court says that proceedings of Shraj ought to be conducted in a judicial manner. Every party appearing before it must be given a fair hearing. It points out that Shraj must investigate such cases on the basis of the complaints received, and that in requesting for comments from the PPA boss, it went beyond the allegations that were made by the Ghana Integrity Initiative. Shraj is said to have added another allegation on whether he had acquired assets which cannot be supported by his income, gift, loan, or inheritance. The court says it amounted to a surprise and denied him a fair hearing. It therefore set aside the decision. It's important to state that there were two decisions given by Siraj against ABAJ. The first one is this one, and the other is the one that was filed by the presidency, which barred him from holding public office for 5 years. And so that decision has not been set aside. It's the one that was filed by the GII that has been set aside by the courts.
All right. Thank you, Joseph. Now, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin has directed that a 7-member committee to investigate the leaked tape which allegedly captured a senior police officer and an NPP functionary plotting to remove IGP Dr. George Ekufu-Dampare and a conspiracy to rig the 2024 election in favor of the NPP. Alban Bagbin directed that the committee must be made up of 3 members from each side of the House and then a technical person to be nominated.
Submit your talents and skills to the committee for this work to be done. So I propose that we establish a committee of 7 members. 7 members. We'll nominate 3 from each side of the House and we'll get a technical person to add to make it 7. That's why I'm calling it a special committee, so that you investigate this matter and then submit your report.
Now, the maker of that urgent statement, Emmanuel Amakufibwa, read the committee's terms of reference.
I think that a lot of groups have called for investigation, and we support that call. The reason is because a company that has come to Ghana that buy this asset and has convinced of.
Apologies for that wrong inset. Now we move on. A recent finding conducted by the World Bank has revealed that 50% of 10-year-old students in developing countries struggled with literacy. A post-COVID assessment revealed that this figure had declined to a concern in 70%. Managing Director of Operations for the World Bank, Anna Bijedi, shared the outcome of this investigation on a visit to the New Gbawe Municipal Basic 1 School to assess the progress of the Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcome Project Gallup. There's more in this report.
The Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcome Project Gallup is an initiative founded by the World Bank. The project supports 10,500 schools nationally. The World Bank Managing Director of Operations, Anna Bijedi, as part of her visit to Ghana, went to the Gbawe Municipal Assembly Basic 1 School, one of the beneficiaries of the Gallup project. She expressed concern about the inability of pupils and students in developing countries to comprehend what they read.
For developing countries, low-income and low-middle-income countries around the world, 57% of those 10-year-olds actually had difficulty. That was a high number, we felt, and gave us a reason before COVID to really focus and continue to focus on education and learning, actually trying to quantify and understand whether children were learning.
And that was a report read to you. Now, Chief Executive Officer of the National Health Insurance Authority, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, has disclosed that his outfit has reimbursed over 1 billion Ghana cedis to health facilities in the country. In addition, claims of service providers for February 2023 are also being processed. With these payments, Dr. Bernard Okoboy stated that they are now within the 90-day window, which is the acceptable international standards for payment of health insurance claims. He made the disclosure on the first day of his 5-day visit to the Upper West region. Joy News Upper West regional correspondent Rafiq Salam has more.
Dr. Bernard Okoboy began his 5-day tour of the Upper West region at the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council. Dr. Okoboy is now the Chief Executive Officer of the National Insurance Authority and is back in the region, and this time to visit and interact with stakeholders and officials of the NHIA with challenges they are facing with a view to finding solutions to them. One major challenge has to do with the delay to reimburse health facilities across the country, resulting in maze of arrears.
Before we took over administration some 7 years ago, we had serious liabilities when it comes to arrears. This also affected what happened in the hospitals. People go to the hospital, they will tell you, instead of 4 medicines that you have to take, we have 1. People go to the hospitals, they will tell you, we've not been paid. Today, as we speak, the good news is that from January to now, we've paid over 1 billion Ghana cedis to clear almost all the arrears that we have.
And now to some entertainment. 20-year-old rapper Yaw Tog says he's focused on making money now and will return to school once his family is financially sound. He recently completed senior high school and has no immediate plans of pursuing further education at this stage.
So what's happening with school now?
School is there. School is waiting at the moment, you know. Yeah, right now it's like work to get the money first to go back to school then.
Have you completed?
Yeah, I completed Obogwai with good grades. It was like I had good grades. I passed.
Tell me about it.
Anytime that I pick my grades, school be I say I should come. So that's why I'm not panicking or rushing myself. Yeah.
Now what do you intend doing afterwards?
For now, I haven't even think about it though. But when I'm ready, I'll start to think about it. Where I'm from, I'm the breadwinner, so I need I need to go like hard for the family to secure everything first before I go to school.
And that was rapper Yaw Tog, bringing us to the end of this bulletin. In our top story, Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice vows to leave no stone unturned in its quest to probe alleged high-level political complicity that stifled fight against illegal mining. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is Business.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Bobo!
Bobo, so how your engine now?
It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that?
Yes, so
somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched.
Sancho Panza. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz?
No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer.
Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency.
Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation Movement World Cup like that? Sorry, Chairman Omani. Chairman.
Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to ABSA.
Know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
Life's battle during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepare for it. Ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund scheme. Start your journey to your envisaged quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504-368-048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
Home is where your heart is, so comfort is key. Find beds, bed sheets, sofas, cushions, fluffy rugs, and anything else you need to get cozy so it feels like home. Visit the Orca Deco Superstore on Spinkters Road today.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool, but don't worry. With a little help from your trusted banks Societe General Ghana, be Biara Mayor fine. Societe General Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe General Ghana. The future is you.
Don't you worry, just be happy. Don't you worry.
Pay attention, all my Africans and African Americans in the diaspora, plus my white brothers and sisters. What if I told y'all the most trusted real estate company in Ghana, Sukasa, would like to take y'all on a nationwide tour, highlighting prime real estate and investment opportunities. Sukasa builds affordable luxury homes with 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Come get the real value for your money, plus they have very convenient payment policies with 100% guaranteed cash back. This fully gated or grants and communities include malls, cinemas, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. All you gotta do is sign up for the tour for a measly couple $1,000 and come see what could be yours in real life. The African dream is alive. Contact Sukasa on 030-296-0865 or 055-369-7886 at Sukasa GH on all social media platforms. Email info@sukasa.com.gh. The Sukasa experience is also bringing on board a bunch of other property developers, which means patrons get a variety of options to buy from. This is powered by Government of Ghana Beyond and Return Secretariat, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Works and Housing, Diaspora Affairs, the Office of the President, British High Commission, and the UK Chamber of Commerce. Media partners, Joy FM, City FM, Peace FM, Business and Financial Times, Graphic Online, and many more. Sukasa, building on trust.
Come with me. Welcome back. And thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. How we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. So you know that, look, a poorly maintained car engine can age faster. That's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer. It's now time for the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Akbafu.
Winstonia.
What's up?
I'm good. We finally made it to Friday.
Oh, yes. And you're not working this weekend?
No, it's been a long week for me, so at least I get a break, yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean, we all love Fridays. On this Friday, you know that you see that people have a lot of energy. You ask, why is it that when it's Friday, you are all excited? Well, the good thing is that, tomorrow, for those of us who wake up very early, tomorrow,
you're going to go walking, jogging? What are you going to be doing?
Maybe walking. Not very good with jogging. You jog a little bit, but I'm very good with walking. So, I walk tomorrow.
You're traveling this weekend?
Let's see what the Lord has for us.
I know last week was Japong, so let's see where you go.
Let's see what the Lord has for us. But I don't know, whether you remember this. Listen to this.
For me, it was very reminiscent of the 70s during a Champions time, which were really bad times, where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull as well and make sure that my road is fixed, that I have electricity, that I have water. That is their job. It is not for me to tell the president how to fix the economy. If he didn't know how to fix the economy, why did he run for office?
This thing that, you should show respect. The other man is stealing, he's killing you. Why do you have to show respect to him? In Brazil, what happened? If the young man called Sule Muntari was not brave enough to slap somebody, yes, do you think we would have known what was going on? No.
Remember this?
Yes, I remember those sound bites.
2014,
2014.
What has changed?
What has changed? I'm just
Are we
on
better off today?
I'm just on the website of Occupy Ghana. It says it's a get out of the way. Social and political non-partisan pressure group. We are passionately committed to ensuring that Ghana develops to its full economic potential and remains a strong democracy. Passionately.
Yes, Daryl, this morning, I want us to have a conversation. Where is Ghana's middle class? And where is their voice in the midst of all the challenges we're going through?
Could it be they've lost steam?
I don't know. Now, what I'm going to do today is to listen to all of you. I don't know what's happening. But today, where is Ghana's middle class? The middle class plays a major role in every country's development.
Mm-hmm.
Are they satisfied with what is happening in the country? Or is it a case of hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil?
Well, somebody sent a message to WhatsApp and said, Winston, their silence is definite, was referring to Occupy Ghana.
Well, I'm not referring to Occupy Ghana. I am referring to Ghana's middle class. Years ago, Ghana's middle class played a major role in our democracy and economic development. I mean, they stood up and said, we've had enough. They protested. What has changed? What has changed? And what role should the middle class be playing going forward in our development? That's a conversation we're having today. It's a Friday, I know. And for many of you, you expect us to have a conversation. You know, we say on Friday we take it, you know, live.
I was expecting that.
Yeah, you're expecting one of those conversations. But we said, no, hold on a minute. Let's have this conversation. Because when we dropped the first sounds yesterday, a lot of you started commenting. We asked that simple question. And later on, we'll bring you, you remember Professor Mate? You remember Professor Mate?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. There's a sound. Relax. Okay, let's get into the Joy Business Report. Look, join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. We'll find it. Share it with the rest of the world. Time now for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, oil marketing companies warn of significant hikes in fuel prices by last quarter of this year as government works to implement IMF program conditionalities for the sector. Also, business groups mount pressure on government to use media budget to review taxes and reassure private sector players of a stable exchange rate regime. And later on the Business Journal, we'll tell you how mushroom farmers are adding value to help increase commercial demand. Details coming up. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for being with us. My name is Darryl Kwao. Be prepared for some significant hikes in prices of petroleum products from last quarter of this year. That's warning coming from Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies, Kwaku Agyeman-Duah. This is based on IMF program conditionalities, which require fuel prices to be tied to the city's performance. In addition, the IMF warns the Bank of Ghana to gradually cut forex support for importers of petroleum products. Mr. Agyeman-Duah has been speaking on PM Express Business Edition.
For our consumers, it's going to be worse. We are going to move from this state that we think we are not at the fuel price is high. It's going to be higher. Because if you look at the incidence of levies and taxes on it, and I said we are going to put this one in the perspective of what the CD rate is or the interest rate is at any given window. Obviously, we are going to have price changes. You know, the next trade that you are going to get is dependent on Ghana government doing this kind of thing. And it's going to come because Ghana government needs money. It needs the money. So it's good that we psych ourselves up what is going to happen. Because I've done a lot of analysis to realize that no matter what is going to happen.
Kwaku Agyeman-Duah, Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies. Let's turn to the commodity market. Crude oil has shot up to $81 a barrel from yesterday's trading. Gold trading this morning at $1,960 an ounce after going up marginally. Cocoa selling at $3,267 a ton after losing a significant $70. Now, be sure to catch a repeat of PM Express Business Edition for that conversation with Kwaku Agyeman-Duah, who is Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies and other stakeholders in the sector. Now, some business groups are mounting pressure on government to use the media budget to review some taxes introduced in the 2023 budget. The groups have also appealed to government to work at ensuring a stable exchange rate regime to propel private sector growth. Speaking to Joy Business ahead of the budget presentation, President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Joseph Obeng, said businesses are struggling to break even under the current tax regime.
At this point, when we want the growth of businesses, because we have succeeded getting the IMF, what we have to think now is to make sure that businesses have the space to grow again and revamp the economy. This is the only stage that we are now. Otherwise, if you do the things that we have been doing and keep on doing it, it means that we will succeed collapsing businesses and then the whole economy will be at stake.
You heard President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Joseph Obeng. Stakeholders in the agri sector have called for a concerted effort to bring together all players in the value chain to help create employment for the youth. According to them, access to cheap funding and tax waivers on imported farming inputs are critical for the survival of agribusinesses. They have been speaking on Joy Business Social ahead of the 2023 media budget. Here's more in this report.
The agricultural sector has been touted as one with the potential to deliver Ghana's economic freedom. Unfortunately, the sector, which grew by 4.8% in the first quarter of 2023, has been one of the highest contributors to the country's skyrocketing inflation rates in recent times. Ahead of the 2023 mid-year budget, Edward Karuwe, the General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union, called on government to introduce policies which will develop the agri value chain.
One area that government can seriously intervene is looking at a cluster of policies that will work to support agricultural production and create market for agricultural produce.
On reducing the cost of production, Dr. Charles Nyaba urged government to implement tax waivers which will encourage mechanized farming.
Agro inputs used to benefit some kind of tax waivers. And recently, all those waivers have been taken up, leading to increase in cost of all those inputs. As we speak, we have people who have their produce at the port. They are not able to clear them.
The CEO of the Aquaculture Chamber of Ghana, Jacob Azeka, called for the establishment of an aquaculture fund.
We proposed for the establishment of the Aquaculture Development Fund, increasing the investment to the aquaculture space. If these plans are implemented, I can assure you that we can achieve that production target set by the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development.
As of now, fingers are crossed as many wait to see policies which will unearth the full potential of Ghana's agricultural sector.
Isaac Atasenyako filed that report. Now, Minister of Trade and Industry Katie Hammond has assured that concerns of tax waivers and challenges in securing government support for the One District, One Factory project will soon be addressed. According to him, the president has tasked a team in parliament to deal with the challenge, which has become a hindrance to its industrialization policy. Mr. Hammond pledged that the tax component of the program will be reviewed.
One of the facilities that we provide under the 1D, 1F program is to ensure that companies are provided with exemptions from various taxations, waivers, and the lot. In the last couple of years, there have been considerable challenges in Parliament as to this particular process of granting the exemptions. We're working on it. The President tasked myself and the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, leader of the House, and our Secretary to make sure that this matter is completely streamlined. We intend to see the Speaker about it, and then I will make some progress. It's not only this, there's quite a few of them which are all choked up in the system. We will hope to get them sorted out.
Minister of Trade and Industry Katie Hammond, you're listening to the Joy Business Report. Now, the focus on mushroom has predominantly been on trading the fresh produce rather than value addition. Today on the Business Journal, Love FM's Mona Lisa Frimpong engages farmers who say adding value to mushrooms has enhanced the quality and addressed the demand for ready-made food products. Take a listen.
Juliana Amwako's mushroom farm sits in her living room. Having started mushroom farming in 2018, she won the 2019 Best Farmer in the Oforikrom municipality in the Ashanti region.
I have put up sheds in my spacious living room. That is where I wake up at dawn to nurse the crops. Inside,
By sense at a foreign doors no back and Tema Homatinity may be alcohol.
But ineffective processing and short-term storage techniques have flared up post-harvest losses. Growers and processors record little remuneration as a result.
So we need to fresh and say what to fresh a jumma ebe fakoton na oni krama.
You cannot rely on the sale of the fresh produce. What if we enter the rainy season? The retailers fail to come. We use a solar dryer to dry the fresh mushrooms before we process it into other foods.
To prevent wastage when the crop is in season, Nana Minta Farms extracts juices from the mushroom, adds other ingredients, and makes it into fruit juices. Prince Minta is Chief Executive Officer.
Tibra yegusu edua emre na yehu se beto brebi no emre ri timi ba bebre se basa no a na akoye waste.
After cultivating mushrooms for years, I realized when the mushrooms are in season, we record much spoilage. We decided to extract the juice from it and process it into fruit juice.
On the other hand, Juliana Amwakon produces Tom Brown and flour after processing the mushroom. She plans to export her product but has little hands in the value addition process.
You will have to cultivate on a large scale if you want to make much profit. As the business grows, you will need more labor and machines for processing. For me, I wake up early dawn to attend to my customers. My workers cannot keep up, so many have left.
Value chain management of mushrooms can offer opportunities for employment. Many hands are needed for drying, pickling, steeping, preservation, packaging, transport, and marketing.
Machines.
We need machines to make the sack needed for the short and long-term shortage of mushrooms.
How can see it? And a bar say they drinking as one say you hear bottle filling machine. And it is a sealing machine. So I say I ain't a can one yeah. That to me say packaging I want kaipa.
For Joy Business, Mona Lisa Frimpong reporting.
All right, and that's the Joy Business Report. Before we go, an update on the currency market. The CD, the dollar going for 11 cedis 73 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 5 pesos, and the euro going for 12 cedis 60 pesos. More news on our website myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Carl. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues with Winston, Middle Class. Your voices needed at this point.
But Daryl, you're part of the middle class. Huh? You're part of the middle class, huh? Are you not?
I am, yeah.
Because I've seen people sending lots of messages, people asking all kinds of questions. It says, what has changed is that a group of complainants have now... Your guess is as good as mine.
Or keep your messages coming.
Yeah, keep your messages coming. I mean, just join us on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And you can also join us on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 05511119997. Today we want to discuss the role of the middle class in Ghana's development. We've asked that question. What's happened? What's happened to our middle class? Is it that today they feel, they're afraid to speak? Or maybe times are good.
Or are they still in the middle class?
Well, let's get to our inspirational song for today. And our inspirational song for today brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes, and water tank where Duraplast goes, water flows. Diana Ross, He Lives in Me. Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's a Friday morning. Good morning, Fred Smith. And good morning, Joseph Akable.
Good morning to you, Winston.
I hope all of you are doing very well.
Yeah, we're doing well, especially as we have the final lap. Today is the last day of the week, so we can have some rest at the weekend. Yeah, good.
Well, it's the last day of the week, and I'm sure there's a group of persons here who would be back at work tomorrow. So,
unfortunately for them,
yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
Us, yeah,
but there are times you also work over the weekend, Fred.
Oh yeah, sometimes I do, but I've been very exhausted this week.
So you want to sleep small.
Before I left home today, I told my wife the bed will suffer tomorrow.
Hey.
Oh no. Meaning I'll sleep a lot.
Please, nobody asked you to make that statement. So don't try explaining.
I think we are satisfied with the statement. We are satisfied with it.
No, but your expression of A. So A means you're thinking the other way. So
I'm not thinking any other way.
Oh, he wants to correct.
He has explained what he means.
He has explained.
Yes.
And you accept that explanation.
I accept the statement.
You accept the statement.
Yeah, the statement.
With your own meaning.
No, with my own meaning. I'm fine with the statement.
With your own meaning.
I'm fine with it.
With your own interpretation.
No interpretation. I'm fine with it.
No.
Just the bed will suffer. I'm fine with
it. All right. Well, let's get into our Drive Safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota. Superior quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel, be visible, drive with your lights on at night, and that's how to drive safe. It's drizzling today also, so let's just be very careful, on our roads. The last time, if it's raining, you know what to do. Slow down, please don't be in a hurry. Turn your lights on. And also get your heating system on so that you'll be able to see properly. But Toyota says get ready for an electrifying adventure with Toyota Ghana. Toyota Ghana has unleashed exhilarating offers. Come and experience very attractive prices for the following vehicles: Starlet, RAV4 Adventure, Fortuner Diesel, and Land Cruiser 300 series. And you're also assured of a 1-year free service package for any of the vehicles you buy. Time is ticking and this opportunity won't last forever. Visit any of the showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takwa, Takrady, or call 0302 910 204 for further information. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with your finance partners. Toyota, superior quality. Let's now learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say. So, guys, you know that there are a lot of times you hear, this phrase, last but not the least. Okay, so when we're talking about persons, we are introducing persons, we say, yes, this is the last person. It doesn't mean he's the least important. But listen to this carefully. The correct way of saying it is last but not least. There is no need for an introduction of the. So if you want to say it right, it is not last but not the least, it's last but not least. So now that we know, let's go out there and say it right. So, you know that times are hard, and one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash. I know that you're thinking about money right now, Fred Smith. Whether it's cash to pay the bills or for your kids' school fees, your home improvement, or your building project, Societe Generale Ghana has got your back. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Yateso Loans Promo, and SG Ghana is offering amazingly discounted interest rate on its loans. Both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountant General payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana is here to lighten your financial burden. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 networked outlets or call 0302214314. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you. Let's get into the newspaper review now, brought to us by First Atlantic Bank. Refreshingly different and Syntex Tank. A year strong, a year tough. Okay, what's the finder saying this morning, Fred Smith?
Well, the finder comes with this story. Ghana will forever be grateful to Professor Adu. That's the president speaking yesterday at the state-assisted funeral for Professor Ama Ata Adu. She was laid to rest at the state. The funeral was at the State House and later laid to rest. LGBTQ is evil and abominable to our values. That's the National House of Chiefs speaking, Winston. Bagbin sets up 7-member committee to probe leaked IGP tape, and IJM pleads falsely branding kids as trafficking victims. That's the BBC African Eye documentary.
I don't know whether you've seen that documentary. Joseph,
I have watched it, yeah.
You've watched it?
Yes.
The fact that children are taken away from their families, branded as, trafficked children.
Yeah, I mean, I think the documentary raises very interesting questions, and I believe that there's a bit of a socio-cultural context where for the issues of child neglect as against child abuse and also child trafficking. I think sometimes the lines may be a bit blurred, and that is why for such a documentary, I expect that, there should be some government interest in this particular matter, especially from the gender ministry. I think it's been happening over the period. We've heard members of parliament from the area raise concerns about, yes, there are instances where people are actually trafficked, where they step in and rescue them. There are some instances that that's not the case. We've heard from the BBC, they've done the documentary. IJM has responded and explained their position on the matter as well. As a state, I am wondering what action the state is taking, because we all know that there are indeed children that are working on the voter lake in one way or the other.
This came up last week. And so you would imagine that by this time, government would have started some investigation or has invited the parties involved to try and understand what has gone on, so we resolve this problem. If it's the case that there's child abuse involved, there's trafficking involved, the government must take it very seriously.
Yes.
I think Parliament must be interested in this. I see they're very interested in the leaked tape, but they should be more interested in this. These are lives of children. Yes, it's important Parliament is interested in the leaked tape, but it's also important that Parliament should be interested in this matter. Let's investigate it. And let's come to a conclusion. It's not a case of, they've released a statement and that's the end of it. I was listening to one of the, children and even the, guardian, for instance, saying, they were shocked. The child taking away, we said, the child has been trafficked. Please, let's investigate this. I know that a lot of things sometimes, when it doesn't really concern our politicians, they don't want to investigate. But this one concerns our children.
In fact, these are the issues. That's how they are supposed to even give us representation. The people in that area, they deserve representation just like any other people. And unfortunately, they may not have the voice. And when an international media of that stature puts out such a publication, I think it's always important that some state position is brought to bear on the matter, and not the absolute silence that we are seeing in this particular instance.
But you see what happens when the international bodies say that there's child labor in our cocoa farms and so on and so forth. What we tend to say is that, yes, in our cultural settings, what we have is that children support their parents to do whatever businesses they're engaged in. That's our position. We need to go to the ground and see for ourselves how the people in these communities live. They do that, but if, of course, if the job is hazardous, then
that's what the Children's Act. That's what I was even coming to. That's what the Children's Act does not allow, and especially when it even affects the child's ability to go to school. So the children are not being allowed to go to school, because when we were young, we were helping our parents. I was helping my mom around her bar and restaurants, but you do that after school. And over the weekends, and it doesn't. She makes sure that at least you have some ample time to study as well. So I think that is where sometimes can be a bit of a challenge.
The reason we need this investigation to proceed. Okay, so there are other stories in the Finder. Saturday's rainfall is the highest in 2 decades. That's the Meteorological Services saying that, and Meteo also says that their forecast accuracy rate is over 90%. So you have to trust them. There's a new kid on the block, Dr. Ankra. What's the full name? Dr. Sam Ankra. He is going to run for president next year as an independent candidate, and he says that he wants to transform Ghana. Professional credibility, key to public relations.
I've heard of him. Let's see what he offers. I don't want to make any comment until I speak with him. So, yes, when I've been able to engage him. But I know there are other names too. There are other persons who are also considering running independent. I think one of these days we'll have this conversation. Not a third force conversation. We'll have a conversation about a credible alternative.
Yes. 615 cases of rabies recorded in 3 years. That's coming from the Public Health Unit of the Ghana Health Service. Dr. Franklin Esiedu-Bequin revealing that 615 cases of rabies infections were recorded. 72 persons died as a result of this. The World Bank Deputy MD satisfied with utilization of funds for Gallup. You know, Gallup became so controversial at some point. The World Bank has brought some clarity to this.
Okay, let's see what's in the Daily Guide.
Yeah, the front page has that story about Amata Edu, but another story here about children. Apex Court decides street kids' fate in November. It's a story on page 3, has a photograph of the Chief Justice, and so we are told that a Supreme Court panel will decide whether or not the presence and plight of street children is constitutional and lawful. And so this is a case that was sent to the Apex Court by Child Rights International. They are asking the Supreme Court to declare that having children on the streets and falling victim to streetism is contrary to law, it's unconstitutional, and so the court should make some pronouncements on this particular matter. And so that is also on that particular issue. We now legal under license. We told you about that story yesterday. Cop found dead with bullet wounds is on page 6 of the Daily Guide. It's a very disturbing story. We are told that a police officer has been found dead with bullet wounds at a checkpoint in the Biat Tunnel Forest in the Ahafo region. And so he was discovered in the early hours of Thursday, July 13, lying in a pool of blood with a service rifle beside him. So the circumstances surrounding his death remain unclear. While some suspect foul play, others are pointing to the possibility that assailants are targeting him. Others have also talked about suicide as something that may have happened. And so we are told that further investigations are underway to try and understand what exactly may have accounted for his death.
You know what? Don't worry. The police will get to the bottom of this investigation in no time. Yes, I trust the police, and if the Ghana Police Service really wants to investigate any matter, they investigate it. If you want to know how serious they are, watch how they investigate issues concerning any of their members.
Their own.
Yeah.
Some other
swift on that.
Yes, they always try to wrap it up quickly and move on. Some other story.
But there have been suggestions too that some of the people they pick up are not really the corporates that they should be getting.
So anyway,
the government to dispose of defunct entities. I think I've heard this many times. It's coming from the Minister for Public Enterprises, Joseph Kujo.
Well, the Minister for Public Enterprises will be on Joy News, the AM show at 8 a.m. So you may want to catch him, talk about some of these issues.
Then Adan Asafu Tufiam Festival launched. It's a big deal.
Big deal.
Big deal. Have you been there before?
Oh, I've heard stories from those who have gone there. Maybe this year I should go there.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. I've been there before.
Oh, you enjoyed it?
Oh, it's a fun-filled, festival. Fun-packed.
But between now and the end of August will be lots of festivals coming from different parts of the country. And I'm looking forward to mine in Agunanya Kromis, the Kwambo. I will be there.
Anyway, before we get into the online news review, this is an article in the Daily Graphic that caught my attention.
Very interesting.
Written by Emmanuela Etona Magble, who says, "Show me the mullah. Who holds the money calls the shots in family meetings."
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've heard that before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can relate to, she talks about how when you go for family meetings and someone is talking, they don't want to listen to the person. But another person who may be around the same age as that person, who is not even maybe qualified to be part of the meeting, he's talking and all of a sudden, in fact, he doesn't want to talk, right? They're asking him, "Chairman, what do you think about it?"
Yeah.
But if you listen to that Ilumba Sikasem, it says, "Sika nema penny, eya bofra."
Yeah.
Sikau. It's because, look, if you don't have money and you go for family meetings, that's what you
don't even invite
you.
Money talks, baby.
In fact, there are instances that, when there are funeral contributions and you're not contributing, you see parking kunya, park the chairs.
Yeah.
Because that's your contribution.
Yeah.
Imagine going to the barbering salon.
Yes.
I was telling you this morning
yes.
where I have my haircut. Samir Rami also goes there.
Yeah.
You see, when I go there, Oh, I walk in there, then it's not even my turn. The guy will say, "Oh, chairman."
Because you do show.
I do show. But up to now, it was only last week that I got to know the cost of having a haircut.
Bro.
But that's not all.
Yeah, but you are saying that
there are times also I met a high commissioner.
Uh-huh.
When the high commissioner came, they told me that, "Oh, chairman, make somebody cut your head and I will trim your beard for you."
Even though you were there before him.
Oh, there are levels.
Oh, yeah.
There are levels to everything.
I have experience at the car wash too. My small car, Charlie. When you get there, the guys, they don't want to approach the car. There was this sports car that came in. They left the cars they were washing and they all wanted to wash that car. And I was like, oh, Charlie, why?
It's always like that.
The returns are always very good.
No, it's always like that. So, but I mean, of course, but let's also learn to spread the wealth sometimes, and let's respect everybody.
Yeah.
Because, like you're saying, I mean, if you in this country, if you go to a washing bay and you don't tip the boys, they won't come close to your car. I mean, wherever you go and you do show, they come close to your car. They show you that a lot of things are going to happen and all that.
Even how the way people dress. When you see someone can just wear shorts and shirts and get down from a big car. We'll not say anything, but when you see someone walking along the streets dressed the same way, you just be like, where is this guy going that he has dressed basa like that? But someone dressed the same way and comes from a car, you're like, oh, I'm sure a big man came to buy some cocoa in the area or something.
Well, have you observed that there are some journalists from the West, when they come here, they actually wear T-shirts and can go to the big places.
Yeah, no one complains.
But
the rapper who went to the presidency, Meek Mill, when he went to the presidency, you saw how.
Yeah. Anyway, look, this story actually. No, let me just end on this note. It says, so as we collectively strive for more moolah, let's endeavor to be the change makers, the benevolent influencers who use their power for good. Let us remember that true power lies not in the number of zeros on your bank account or bank statements, but in the positive impact we have on those around us. Cheers to more moolah and more power for all. This is a good one by Emanuela Etonam Agbili.
Spread some moolah.
Let's spread some moolah. I mean, Fred, you're spreading some this morning?
I'm expecting you to do that.
You are the one who has been tipping the Baba.
Well, we say finally on the front page of the Daily Graphic, World Bank supports reforms with $900 million fetch tranche expected in November, and UGMC to establish unit for trial of medicines, and police will play a role in free elections. IGP assuring ECOWAS election team. Let's get into our online news review now, brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest. GOIL Good Energy. So what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just stop up anywhere? Please don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. GOIL's Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel SP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. GOIL Super XP Ron 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at the same price as normal fuel, and GOIL Diesel SP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. With over 440 stations across the nation, join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. GOIL Good Energy, GOIL, Yedian. And if you go to myjoyonline.com this morning, Mary Chinri Hesse reappointed Chancellor of the University of Ghana. Eugene Ahin announces decision to contest Ewutu Senya West NPP parliamentary primary.
Kofi Bentu.
And now we've heard of the Kofi Bentu.
When I launch my bid, you know my Nzema, my proper Nzema name.
You want to be in parliament?
Parliament, I don't think so. But you don't worry, you know my proper Nzema name.
This guy, Baba Tofik. You know Baba Tofik, Kwesi Fosu is also contesting the Adenta primaries. Anyway, let's get into the BBC News now, brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us, and Log On Voice experience Similar's business management.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa, We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
No matter your water needs, Syntex has it all. Syntex Tank was first to introduce double layer tank, and now you can have as many layers as you want. Syntex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Syntex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntex Tank. Syntex Tank, stress-free. Syntex Tank, reliable. Syntex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
It's time to help the kids with their math.
Oh, Angie, I have to quickly rush to Zenith Bank before they close. You know someone stole my card and I have to go block it.
Kwesi, you are going to sit in all that traffic. When there's an enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, just download the app and instantly chat with Zenith Bank to have your card blocked right from here.
Oh, really? Okay. I also have to schedule the bill payment. I'll be right back.
Hey, Kwesi, you are not going anywhere. With the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app, you can schedule payment as well.
Hey, Z Mobile here, Z Mobile there, Z Mobile everywhere. Then let me download it. Yeah, Nana, come here for studies.
Live life in the easy lane with the enhanced Z Mobile Ghana app. Do more transactions on the go. Buy data, change PIN, set travel notifications, initiate cash withdrawals at any Zenith Bank ATM without a card. You can even log in with your fingerprint or your face. Download the Z Mobile Ghana app from the App Store or Play Store today. Z Mobile, easy does it. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Last week, things have come down. It has been a huge drama, and obviously people were really moved, and there's also been some riots that are absolutely unacceptable. The tension has softened and it's gone away, and we think the situation is under control. I mean, as you know, it happened here in the UK, exactly a year before the Olympic Games as well. It happened in Sweden. It happened in Denmark.
That's France's Europe Minister Laurence Boone on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. America's film and television business is grinding to a halt today as tens of thousands of Hollywood actors join writers in the first industry-wide walkout for more than 6 decades. The studios insist they made meaningful offers in both areas, a claim rejected by those on strike. Peter Bowes reports.
Almost all US film and television productions will come to a halt immediately, wherever in the world they're being made. Actors will join writers on picket lines outside the main studios during what many fear will be a hugely painful and possibly long-running strike. The two sides appear to be far apart on the key issues: a new structure for residual payments or repeat fees, with the streaming services posing new challenges for actors. There's also no agreement on the use of artificial intelligence, where an actor's likeness could be digitally recreated.
Guatemala's Constitutional Court has suspended a lower court order that effectively disqualified one of the candidates in next month's presidential runoff. The attempt to exclude the anti-corruption candidate Bernardo Arevalo had provoked international concern. James Reid reports.
Few in Guatemala had expected Bernardo Arevalo to make it through to the second round of the presidential election, and his presence on the ballot has clearly rattled the corrupt vested interests that dominate the country. On Thursday, a lower court judge suspended his party after a prosecutor claimed its registration was not in order. Not even his opponent, Sandra Torres, took that ruling at face value. She suspended her campaign in solidarity. The Constitutional Court's intervention
We're having a conversation about flooding. This time round, not in Accra, or let's say Kumasi or Takrado, will have conversations about a Plan B, moving to higher grounds. But it's in Ho in the Volta region. I mean, a place that until Saturday, you hardly would hear stories of flooding and people losing properties. And again, I mean, the same narrative that you hear whenever there's flooding. People are built in waterways, we are going to demolish them. What is it with our planning in this country? That, I mean, we wait, people build anyhow, we don't demarcate properly. And look, go and look at the zonal guidelines, planning and zonal guidelines in this country. There's actually a whole guideline like that, Fred, where you can build. So, for instance, in the Central Business District, the kind of structures you can put there, it is there.
But where is this the zonal guideline coming from?
It's coming from the Ministry
of
Lands and Natural Resources.
Yeah, but we also know that the National Development Planning Commission has also put together a plan. And last week, the boss was talking about it, how that would help deal with all the flooding situation that we have. But we're not doing it, and we're not developing the country by ourselves. The authority is not developing. We allow development to take the lead. And so we're always catching up, and we haven't constructed a drainage system. We have built in areas where we're not supposed to build. What happened in Ebri last week? Peduase is a clear example. We allow people to build in the wrong places, and then when there are problems, we start crying as if it's a natural disaster. It isn't. We created all of these things, and in particular for Volta region, the Meteorological Agency issued a forecast about the changing rainfall pattern, the fact that now we'll have more rains in the northern part of the country, and it will flow down. The Volta region will struggle. And from the weather monitoring I've done so far, I see more than 1 week of rainfall every day from now till next week. What are we doing? If people have built on waterways and so the water cannot flow properly, it will just divert into your homes.
Yeah, but you see, the point is that why have people built in waterways? You see, because we know that people could do the wrong things, we put in place a municipal assembly. We put in place, we decentralized to say, you know what, people are not going to come from Accra, the national capital, and check these things. This is the president actually said he's actually putting a desk in his office to check that MMDCEs adhere to a directive that says demolish all buildings in waterways. We're here. And this is happening to us. And my point is that why? Today, come to Accra, go to Gais Municipal Assembly. Areas that we all know, we can see, these are water areas. They are being filled and people are building. They are filling the area and they are building. And we pretend not to see it. In this country, is here no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. We will never see anything until there's flooding. Then we say, somebody built in a waterway. Look, go to Ahmadiyya, those who know Ashoman, Ahmadiyya. Just look at that area. There's a bridge there actually. On top thereabout, people are filling and building. And now when it rains, you can find, the whole road flooded. What's wrong with us as a people? We always would allow development to take place. Then we come back and, we should have planned this, we should have done this. Meanwhile, if we were to go into our books today, we would find that, we zone this area for this, for that, for that, for that, for that. I know a whole area. Look at the Sakmono Ramsar site. All of a sudden, we turned around and said, some of the areas we've zoned, we've stopped the demolishing of. I know a whole community, it's actually a water area. We've built, destroyed that whole area, And when it rains and the area floods, then we are complaining.
Yeah, we will complain. And have you heard about flooding in an area where it's been properly developed by a real estate company? Have you heard that in Ghana? No. They may be doing something right. And these are some of the things that we learned when we were at the Habitat Fair First Mini Clinic over the weekend. They talked about how they put in place all the amenities that they're supposed to provide so that you're able to treat rainfall.
Please call us now on 0540-633-569 or visit our website on www.dodoahillsgh.com for further details. Dodoa Hills, your peace of mind, our priority.
Home is a reflection of who you are. So you need a wide variety of colors, patterns, textures, and styles to personalize your space so it feels like home. Visit the Orchid Deco Superstore on Spinkters Road today.
enjoying the music this morning? Oh, DJ Obete. You know, sometimes I feel we just play music and not talk. But hey, we have to discuss issues that, affecting us as a people. And this morning, if you're listening to us in TAC Radio on Radio Max, Sunyane on Sky FM, and in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, in Bogatanga, in Tamale, in Damongo, Cape Coast, wherever you're listening to us this morning here on the Super Morning Show, thank you so much for choosing us. But this morning we have a conversation, one that affects all of us, okay? And I'm sure you remember, years ago, you actually remember in 2014 when we had this conversation.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull as well and make sure that my road is fixed, that I have electricity, that I have water. That is their job. It is not for me to tell the president how to fix the economy. If he didn't know how to fix the economy, why did he run for office?
For me, it was very reminiscent of the 70s during a Champions time, which were really bad times where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
Today our focus is on Ghana's middle class. The middle class plays a major role in our development as a nation, whether it's pressure on government to do the right thing, making suggestions. That's the role of the middle class, as well as civil society. So as Ghana's middle class contributing to the country's development, have they lost their voice? Or they are scared to talk? Or like we say, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Join us on Twitter this morning. Let's have this all important conversation right here on the Super Morning Show. But also coming up this morning, we're going to be having a conversation about accommodation at our universities, because a lot of you are talking about the charges at Pence in Legon. You've complained about 24,000 for one in a room with AC. I think that's too much. Anyway, others think, well, that's a choice. Luxury is always available. If you can afford, why not? So join us on Twitter and tell us what your thoughts are right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And we have fantastic news for people who live and work at Oyarifa, because Ghana's largest privately owned bank, Fidelity Bank, has opened a brand new branch at Oyarifa. So now we are closer to you than ever. Visit our new branch today at the Owusu-Ansah Junction, Oyarifa, to enjoy a suite of top-notch banking services and experience superior customer service in a delightful and inviting environment. We look forward to serving you. Fidelity Bank, believe with us. So why burden yourself to build when you can buy and move into a 3-bedroom executive house located at Tema Community 5, built with the finest building materials and supervised by top-notch professional architects with flexible payment terms. Welcome to a breathtaking development from Selma Court, located at Tema Community 25, which is just about 55 minutes drive from the Kotoka International Airport. Now, this ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom development comes with beautifully fitted kitchen, spacious dining hall and master bedrooms, and large sitting area next to the guest washroom and spacious compound. And we give you a whopping 20% discount if you reserve before 30th September 2023. You can reserve with as low as $5,000 city equivalent. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity to be your own landlord today by calling our hotline 0249 399 932 or visit our website selmacourtghana.com for further information. So Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment and furniture at affordable prices, has introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com without physically coming to any of their branches. And 1, they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. 2, they offer free delivery within Accra and Tem and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. Now, did you know that, your company, school, church, association, union, foundation, civil society organization, partnership, business name, and professional body can be sanctioned or stricken off the register for failure to file your annual returns or renew your business? Don't be a victim. File your annual returns and renew your business to be in good standing with the Office of the Registrar of Companies. The fee for filing of annual returns is 90 Ghana cedis per year with a 600 Ghana cedis flat penalty rate when in default. So proprietorship should renew their business name by dialing the short code *222# and follow the prompts to make payment on the ghana.gov.gh payment platform at a fee of 60 Ghana cedis per year. And the renewal of a partnership is 90 Ghana cedis. Professional bodies are to renew each professional member of their professional body at a fee of 30 Ghana cedis annually. Call us on 0302 666 081 or 055 765 3130 on WhatsApp and Telegram. Or let's interact on social media at ORC Ghana. You can visit us on our website orc.gov.gh or rgd.gov.gh. ORC, here to serve. So make big savings, sign on to the fantastic for Republic Bank Visa cards. That's Business, Infinite, Addition, or Classic. And enjoy great discounts from our partner merchants, Global Visa partners, with cashback rewards and interest-free days. Win a staycation at the Aqua Safari, dinner for 2, and loads of consolation prizes in the Republic Bank Tap to Pay credit card promo reloaded. Live the soft life, we got you. New card holders are welcome. This promo is regulated by the National Lotteries Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you. So, are you looking for a freight forwarding company to handle both your inbound or outbound shipments? If yes, look no further, because IAS or FedEx offers a wide variety of international freight services, which include air freight, sea freight, be it less container load, or full container load, customs clearance, and documentation. Now, our international operations link more than 200 countries, supported by extensive domestic networks in all key markets, and offer a range of fast and direct freight services to suit your needs. We have dedicated staff who have in-depth knowledge in our local customs clearance processes and procedures. IAS or FedEx pre-finances freight pickups up to an agreed threshold for our clients. But of course, terms and conditions apply. Please contact us now for free consultation on international freight services and customs clearance processes. Call us on 0501 605 1000 or 0501 633 1000. With IAS Ghana, your freight is firmly secured. And let me bring to you the UPSA Law School Point of Law series for today. And it says a bank shall not lend on preferential terms to an employee of that bank unless lending is part of a formally approved employment package or employee benefit plan. And that's Section 69(1) of the Banks and Specialized Deposit-Taking Institutions Act 2016, Act 930. So it says a bank shall not lend on preferential terms to an employee of that bank unless lending is part of a formally approved employment package or part of the employee benefit plan. And it's now time for Nutrition Line, brought to us by Nestle. Nestle offers good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo All-in-One for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. I hope that's you. Welcome to Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisua. Previously, we discussed oral health in children, and today we're going to examine some ways you can improve the oral health of your children. One tip is to limit the amount of sugar your child eats. The bacteria in their mouth feeds on the sugar to cause dental problems. You should limit sticky, chewy snacks because these stick to the teeth, making it difficult for saliva to wash away, thereby providing food for decay-causing bacteria in the mouth. If your child eats such food, have them brush their teeth immediately afterwards. Never put your baby to bed with a bottle filled with milk formula, juice, or any sugary drink. This is because if they fall asleep with it, it increases the time their teeth are exposed to the sugar, and oral bacteria will use it to produce acid, which leads to tooth decay. If your baby needs a bottle at bedtime, fill it with plain water. Finally, you must make sure your children brush their teeth twice daily with fluoride toothpaste and get them routine dental care. And while you're doing that, make some time to stay in touch with us. Remember, we're here, working for you and with you, all in the name of total wellness. 0302-517-020 or 0302-211-880, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800-12-0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS, call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. These are the numbers 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumer services at gh.nestle.com. Be bold, be strong, never give up. Have a beautiful, victorious day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all in one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data, or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN Just For You. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique Just For You package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest-earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show. It's now time for the birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN Everywhere You Go and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And talking about Bank of Africa. So, during every last Friday of the month, we bring you the Bank of Africa promotion where you get to win. And it's for the Keelings, okay? You get to win something big from Bank of Africa. Now, in the month of June, Sewa won. All you have to do is give us a call. Once I say Bank of Africa, you respond as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And the loudest gets to win something big from Bank of Africa. Let's listen to Sewa, who actually won in the month of June. Good morning, Sewa.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. Are you on your way to school?
Yes, I'm already at school.
Oh, you're already at school and you're calling us. Okay, Sewa, so you know the deal, right? Bank of Africa.
As strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Yeah. All right, so keep listening to us. We have your number. We're definitely going to get back to you if you are the winner for today. Thank you very, very much, Sewa. So Sewa won in the month of June. Who wins in the month of July? So today is the 14th, right? That'll be on the 28th of July. Yeah, we'll be here. All right, so let's see whose birthday it is today right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM before we get into the Chaotic Sports Center. Let's see whose birthday. So happy birthday to you, Dr. Jerry Coleman of the Gynae Department of Kolebu Teaching Hospital, from your wife, Yvonne Coleman. And this one says, happy birthday to Christopher Aqua. May God himself be your compensation and guide. May he hold you up and make you a blessing beyond your imagination, from Martha Krenzel Aqua. And a belated happy birthday to Madam Nancy Ateku of Tema Community 11 Presby Church. Yesterday was her birthday. Okay. And this is the big one. Happy birthday to Mr. Philip Oredu, who's MD of Carbank, from the management and staff of the multimedia group to you. This one says, happiest birthday to Mr. Isaac Adramani. It's my humble prayer my kids have a father like you. You're an amazing person. Thank you for everything. God bless you. From your daughter, Avis Adramani, from Fidelity Bank, and the entire family who say they love you. And there's a special care wishes to Mr. Kofi Ado, Chief Commercial Officer at the Ministry of Trade and Industry. We pray for divine strength and protection with love from the children, Mami Ekuya Brago Ado, Papa Kujo Ado, and Nana Adjoa Yeboa Ado, and a special one from Diana Efriye Ado, your lovely wife. Happy birthday to you, Angelina Tinkran Udum, from your lovely husband, the children, and the entire family. They say, may you experience your best year in your new age, dear. And this one says, happy birthday to Mrs. Ofurinyinem. You are 90 years old today. Wow, God bless you. And happy birthday to Carlos Emeka J, from your best friend, co-worker, and co-partner, Emanuela Noy. You're an amazing boss. You are the best. This one says, happy birthday to Henrietta Adams. Gimpa, have a blast and stay blessed. Cheers from Eric And happy birthday also to Benedictus Edem of Ras Edem Ventures Dansuman. It's from Gameli, the monkey man, to you. Happy birthday to you, Mr. John Owusu Boateng, or therefore CEO of OBJ Engineering Limited from Ochami Kwejo Amwako Dakwa. And finally, this one says, happy birthday to my son, Nana Kwesi Ajikum Dankwa, who is in Canada. May the good Lord bless you and lift his countenance on you, Nana Kwesi Ajikum Dankwa. It's from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dankwa in Sawam. So it's time now for us to get into the chaotic sports segment here on the Super Morning Show. And it's proudly brought to us by MTN Everywhere You Go. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. And DSTV, it's your moment.
The battle has ended.
Charles Arthur Jr. Only the ladies. 1, 2, go. 1. Hey! The men in the house. The men in the house. Let's go. Hey! Everybody for the last time that we get out of here.
El Giorgio, I am fantastic this morning. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. And you know, the winner for the Bank of Africa, you know what? If she didn't win, I'm not sure who was going to win it. That was really, really loud and clear and energetic.
I tell you, young Sawa with so much energy. Well, let's
Charlie, you know what? Chaotic movement is moving to the next level. We are going to be giving you some good news. There's big news coming. Chaotic Foundation is moving to the next level. The chaotic movement.
I am waiting for that, John.
So get ready.
Sure. Before we get into the sports, let me tell you about MTN, because MTN says carrying multiple phones could be such a chore. Now, the unsightly bulge in your pocket, the extra weight in your purse, the stress of switching from one phone to the other to pick calls. Now, imagine being able to switch between different numbers on the same phone easily and seamlessly. Guess what? You can go seamless with MTN eSIM and enjoy the convenience of connecting multiple phone numbers to one single phone or device. To check if your device is compatible, simply dial *#06#. Once you receive an EID number, it means your phone or device is compatible. Simply download my MTN app today to request your MTN eSIM and enjoy the sweet seamless life everywhere you go. So do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise? As a key decision maker in your business, we know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data, whether you're at work or on the go. Well, Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. Now, that key is Straight to Bank, a single access, end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go, view transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, trade, and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@se.com to sign up today. So have you heard about Allianz for Life Plan? Well, it's an affordable life insurance policy you can get wherever you are. Simply dial *170# on MTN and select 5521 and voila, you and another life are covered for hospitalization and death. You also enjoy very low premium cashback every year and many more. Call Allianz Life Insurance on 0308 249 or visit our website on allianz-gh.com. It's Allianz for Life, *170# on MTN, Mato for life. So to all registered 1xBet players, with something interesting just for you, a reliable bookmaker has launched a Jackpot of the Week promotion. You have a unique opportunity to get the weekly jackpot. Look for the conditions on the promo page, complete simple task and get the chance to win a lump sum. We also remind you about registration on the website or in the 1xBet app with the promo code GHJackpot to get a bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis. Let's get into the sports now. El Giorgio.
Yes, Winston, I hope you're getting ready because here in Manchester, we're looking forward to hearing news about Andre Onana finally joining Manchester United.
Onana, yeah, he's coming. I mean, it's done. Agbena is that Atlanta striker that I don't know why Atlanta wants 80 million for that boy. Who?
Well, it's working. It's working. Because at the moment, Manchester United fans are still in the dark about the transfer of ownership, whether it's going to happen or not. That's another big one that is being discussed here. But the Arsenal fans are looking forward. Declan Rice for once, the Ajax defender as well, Timber, looking to join them. And yes, so much more to come here. Plus Liverpool, 45 minutes away from me, are also getting worried about Jordan Henderson, the captain, having to move to Saudi Arabia to join Steven Gerrard at El Ettifaq. Let's do the sports this morning as we keep tabs on everything, plus what's going on at the All England Club. So we start in Ghana, and Ghana will need to conquer sites that have recently been tough nuts to crack to gain the automatic qualification to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Mali, who beat the Black Stars by 3-0 in the recent friendly. The Comoros Islands, who ensured Ghana exited the 2021 AFCON at the group stage. Madagascar and Central African Republic, who have ensured the Stars can only qualify for next year's AFCON on the last day, were drawn with Ghana in Group I, alongside Chad. The group winner will automatically secure a place at the tournament, which will be jointly hosted by the USA, Mexico, and Canada. Former Black Stars captain Asamoah Gyan, who helped to conduct the official draw in Abidjan, says it's not an easy road for Ghana.
Since 2006, when we qualified for the first time, till 2022, I think we have been very consistent, except in 2018 that we didn't qualify. And it looks like we are getting used to the World Cup right now, and 2026 is not going to be easy. Expectation is high back home, but we will try our possible best to make sure we also qualify.
Asamoah Gyan there. The national under-20 men's team, the Black Satellites, have been eliminated from the 2023 Waffle Zone B Cup of Nations after drawing 1-1 with Ivory Coast. The result means Samuel Wedo's team finished third in the group with 2 points. Burkina Faso topped the group with 9 points to advance alongside Ivory Coast. The failure adds up to the gloom surrounding national teams after recent poor performances on continental and global stages. The football governing body's technical director, Bernard Lippe, thinks reporting can be a lot better though.
One of the biggest challenges, especially for our GFA, is a lot of negativity here in the country. I would beg all stakeholders to implement such a thing like this, to help each other, to be positive. Media people, there is too much negativity. Everybody talks about football. Give solutions, be positive, work together. Sports Ministry, Ministry of Education, our GFA, private sponsors for football. We have to come closer together to get these things done.
Technical Director of the Ghana Football Association, Bernard Lippe there. Now, the national women's team, the Black Queens, could redeem the image of the Ghana Football Association at least as they come up against Guinea later today in the qualifiers for the 2024 Olympic Games. The team is in Conakry and ready for the clash. Here's the head coach, Noah Hoptel.
We know the lineup they play usually. They have two very tall strikers, which we are aware of. They often worked in with long balls and on second balls. So we know what is expecting us. But mainly we focus on us. We work still on our principles. They are overlasting. It doesn't matter which opponent we play. And on the other hand, we always create a game plan which is then framed and settled on Guinea.
Now, Hoptel speaking there. Let's do the tennis and a bright light for an African woman of the All England Club.
Ace! She's come from a set and a breakdown to return to the Wimbledon final.
Ons Jabeur produced a superb comeback to beat Aryna Sabalenka and set up a Wimbledon women's single final against the unseeded Czech Markéta Vondrousova. Jabeur's hopes were slipping away at a set and 4-2 behind, but she rode a wave of momentum to win 6-7, 6-4, 6-3 and reach a second successive final of the championships. From the All England Club, Shadnan Yunus Chul reports.
Tunisia's Ons Jabeur produced an amazing comeback from a set down to beat the powerful second seed Arina Sabalenka to a roaring centre court crowd. The sixth seed is hoping to go one step further from last year and become the first Arab and North African player to win a singles title at Wimbledon. She'll have to get past the Czech Markéta Vondrousova after she ended Ukrainian Alina Svitolina's run. Vondrousova is the first unseeded player to reach the women's singles final in the Open era. Whatever happens on Saturday, there will be a new Wimbledon and Grand Slam women's champion.
That's for sure, but Africa will be rooting for Tunisia's Ons Jabeur. How does he feel ahead of the final tomorrow?
I'm learning to transform the bad energy into a good one. So the anger that I had from the first set, I tried to stay focused. You know, some things I have no control over. You know, she can ace anytime. She can hit a big serve even if I have a break point, and that's frustrating a bit. But I'm glad that I'm accepting it and digging deep. You know, to just go deep, to go and win this match and hopefully this tournament.
And she will be challenged by Markéta Vondrousova.
I think it can definitely help, you know, in a tough moments, and also like I've been through it, you know. Once I was very young, so I think it was just too much for me, you know, back then. But yeah, I think this can help you also, you know, on the way, and you know what to do, and you know, you have to have good people around you. And yeah, I mean, definitely it can help. I mean, I'm a bit older now also, so yeah, I think I'm a bit different person, and yeah, I'm just very happy, you know, to be through this again.
Yeah, Vondrousova was just noting there that she lost out in the French Open final to Ashley Barty when she was only 19. In the men's singles, the dream of a record-extending 24th Grand Slam title is still on for this man.
Ruud on the run with a forehand. It's wide. Djokovic on his back as a 23-time Grand Slam singles champion. More Grand Slams than Roger Federer. More Grand Slams than Rafael Nadal. He draws level with Serena Williams, and there is simply no sign that his extraordinary powers are on the wane.
And Novak Djokovic can draw level as well with Margaret Court, who has 24 Grand Slam titles in the Open era. The job today, though, is to beat Jannik Sinner. Sinner says he's up for the challenge.
If you play against Novak, it's always tough to play here, especially on Grand Slams. But you know, I'm happy. I will fight for every ball. I will enjoy the moment, but knowing that I can go hard. No, trying to beat him.
The next match will even be greater. Very, very interesting. So much anticipation because the Spanish top seed, Carlos Alcaraz, will face the Russian third seed, Daniil Medvedev. Here's Medvedev.
With Novak or Andy, even Rafa, you kind of feel like you can have a chance to get this shot and maybe add, but then the thing is that they're going to have 20 more. With Carlos, maybe you're not going to get this one. It's one shot sometimes is brutal, and I think that's what the most powerful in his game, and that's what I will have to try to deal with.
Let's end with golf then. Rory McIlroy says he would retire if LIV Golf was the last place to play golf on Earth. Now, the world number 3 was responding to revelations that he and Tiger Woods could have been offered LIV team ownership as part of the PGA Tour's proposed measure with the Saudi Arabia's Public Investments Fund. Rory was speaking at the Scottish Open, watched by the BBC golf correspondent Ian Carter.
McIlroy has been reticent in recent weeks regarding the ongoing power struggle at the top of golf. But today he made clear again his disdain for the Saudi-funded breakaway tour at the heart of the situation. He said that if LIV Golf was the only tour left to play, he'd retire from the game and just play the majors. This followed a fine opening round at the Scottish Open, the last event before next week's Open at Hoylake. His 6-under par 64 left him tied third, just 3 shots behind the Korean leader Ben An. On a day of low scoring, the world number 1 Scotty Scheffler could only manage a 2-under par 68.
Ian Carter there. That's it for the Joy Sports Centre. Winston, just handing over to you there. Pre-season is looking good. I see Manchester United fans are enjoying Mason Mount too, eh?
Mason Mount. Oh, Massa.
Massa say?
He's just played only 45 minutes. And let's see what will happen.
And Arsenal fans already worried about Kai Havertz? Okay, we wish you all the best of luck. Those of you who've got Chelsea players. But obviously, that's it. I'm sure there's more discussion to come on Game Plan.
Yeah, there
at
is.
1:15. Do join the boys for that.
All right, thank you very much, George Adu Jr., for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive right here on the Super Morning Show. Our social media message is brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ghana is commissioned. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. Number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief, and GTP lifestyle. So let me ask you a very simple question. Does your existing salary account give you more? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more because EcoBank Salary Account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank Salary Account today and enjoy free life insurance which covers temporary and permanent disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank Salary Account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card access to loans and more. And the best part is you stand a chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded from now till the end of July. So open an EcoBank Salary Account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. Please beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll-free on 0800 003 225 for further details on the EcoBank Salary Account and the EcoBank Double Salary Promotion Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank.
This one, Gantuan account.
Why are you running?
It's all about the EcoBank salary account.
EcoBank salary account. Why? You gonna make me fly?
I promise it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Why burden yourself to build when you can buy ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom executive houses located at Tema Community 25, built with the finest building materials and supervised by top-notch professional architects with flexible payment terms? Welcome to a breathtaking development from Selma Court, located at Tema Community 25, just about 55 minutes drive from Kotoka International Airport. This ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom development comes with beautifully fitted kitchen, spacious dining hall and master bedroom, and large sitting area. We give you a whopping 20% discount if you reserve before 30th September 2023. You can reserve with as low as $5,000 Ghana cedi equivalent by calling our hotline on 0249 399 932. Or visit our website on www.selmacourtghana.com for further information.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Time now for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG. We stand with you in McDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you and McDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution. Be prepared for significant hikes in prices of petroleum products from the last quarter of this year. That's one coming from Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies, Kwekwaji Mandia. Some business groups are mounting pressure on government to use a mid-year budget to review some taxes introduced in the 2023 budget to propel private sector growth. Stakeholders in the agri sector have called for a concerted effort to bring together all players in the value chain to help create employment for the youth. According to them, access to cheap funding and tax waivers on imported farm inputs are critical for the survival of agribusiness. And Hollywood actors have announced they will join a strike by screenwriters in the industry's biggest shutdown for more than 60 years. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and McDan Aviation, your dependable private aviation solution.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And big stories here on the Super Morning Show brought to us by Vodafone. Further together, latest from your partner for life, Belmonte by CPL Developers, the ultimate luxury experience, and Access Bank, your number one remittance bank. Access Bank, more than banking. And coming up this morning on big stories here on the Super Morning Show.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull as well and make sure that my road is fixed, that I have electricity, that I have water. That is their job. It is not for me to tell the president how to fix the economy. If he didn't know how to fix the economy, why did he run for office?
For me, it was very reminiscent of the 70s during a champion's time, which were really bad times where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you know, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
So this morning we're having a conversation about Ghana's middle class. You know, for many of you, you've loved them, you've talked about the roles they've played in the past, and you're asking the question, why their silence now? What role must they play now? What roles can they play now? And why are they silent? I'll try and get a response from my guest right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But let me tell you about the Vodafone Edem promo, because Vodafone Edem promo is finally here. Receive up to 20% of your money back in your Vodafone cash wallet when you recharge with 5 Ghana cedis or more. Edem. And yes, 2 more reasons to keep your conversation going with the Edem promo. You can even send credit to a friend and they too will receive up to 20% instant cash. Recharge with 5 Ghana cedis and more from your preferred short code, your Vodafone cash wallet, credit transfer, my Vodafone app, or other preferred payment platforms. The higher you recharge, the more you get back. Keep reloading in the Vodafone Edem promotion and win with Vodafone. Vodafone, further together. So welcome to Belmonte, where luxury meets comfort. If you're in the market for a home that combines class, convenience, comfort, then look no further than Belmonte. Belmonte is located in the prime East Legon area of Lagos Avenue, and the stylish Belmonte apartment offers first-class luxury and cutting-edge finishing. So whether you're looking for an executive studio suite, a cozy 1-bedroom apartment, a spacious 2-bedroom apartment, or a custom villa, we have got you covered. But that's not all. Belmonte also offers a range of top-notch facilities to keep you relaxed and entertained. So why wait? Take that first step towards your dream home. Sign up for our 3-year payment plan and own your property today. Contact us on 0204343011 or 0204343015. Belmonte is developed by CPL. But if you're looking for a 1-seater, 2-seater, 3-seater or L-shaped sofa crafted to the finest details and available in various colors for your home, office or hotel, if you're looking for comfort, durability, quality and that perfect finishing, and look no further than Latest Foam, which is your one-stop shop. Whatever your choice or budget, buy from the best, not the imitated. Buy Latest Foam, your partner for life. And so let's get interactive this morning on Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. And this morning, we're joined by the editor-in-chief of the Fourth Estate, Manasseh Azuri Awine, and Edgar Redu. Good morning, Edgar. Good morning, Manasseh.
Good morning, Winston.
Hope you're doing very well.
We're trying to be.
You're trying?
Yeah, we're trying to be, yeah. If you're even not doing well, who do you complain to?
Tell me.
Even the president is complaining, so who do you complain to?
The president has joined us to complain.
Oh, yes, he's the chief complainant.
When we return after these messages, we'll get into the conversation here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you don't use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you don't use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back. Into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload here. But then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Wouldn't you prefer an apartment hotel? One that offers the utmost convenience of a boutique hotel while offering the idyllic comfort of your own private home. Oasis Park Residences offers luxury studios, 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms both for short and long-term rental at competitive rates. Our sky swimming pool, gourmet outdoor restaurant and a fully equipped gym rest on a breathtaking rooftop with panoramic views of the city. Oasis Park Residences, located at Shiashi Tetekwashi, 10 minutes from the international airport, is the ideal place for all your accommodation needs. Why don't you give us a call on 020-4343-009 or visit our website at oasisparkresidences.com to make your reservations. Oasis Park Residences, more than a home.
It's morning in Africa. It won't be bright for another hour or two, but the continent is already on the move. Trade is kicking up and spirits are high as the continent prepares to move yet another 1 million tons of goods to markets across the seas. It's the hour for making tea and coffee, of cotton bales, splitting wood, diamonds in metal boxes, and tall buildings going up. The train engines are revving up, factories are opening, and big undersea cables are pushing the continent alive. 4 time zones, 1 million opportunities, and vibrant young professionals 100 million strong. It's morning in Africa, and one bank is opening the door to endless opportunities. With seamless Pan-African payment and trade solutions and presence in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, we are Africa's gateway to the world.
Access, more than banking.
How are you, Kofi? And how are you getting on? Have you been taking your HIV medication? I mean, the antiretroviral medicines.
Me dear, my bro. Every day I have to take this medicine. Why?
Oh, Kofi, but you know that your antiretroviral medicines have to be taken every day to be effective.
Why does it have to be so?
Oh, Kofi, you know by taking your antiretroviral medicines every day, it stops the virus from replicating and allows the immune system to repair itself and prevent further damage. This way, you can live a long, healthy life.
Do you think for taking the antiretroviral medicine is the reason why I feel weak and feverish? Could it be the reason why I have recurring diarrhea too?
So would you rather feel sick instead of just taking the antiretroviral medicines daily and feel healthy? You know the daily dose helps to suppress the virus so that in about 6 months, the virus becomes undetectable. This means that the virus in your blood is sufficiently suppressed. It also means that you cannot transmit the virus to others. If your viral load continues to remain undetectable, then it is equal to being untransmittable. That is what we mean by U equals U.
I think I owe it to myself to take my antiretroviral drug religiously.
Great! That is what I was hoping to hear. You must take your antiretroviral medicine consistently to get your viral load suppressed, to make it undetectable and untransmittable.
Yes, undetectable equals untransmittable.
U equals U.
This message is brought to you by Ghana AIDS Commission.
Hi, now let me share my wildlife experience with you at Safari Valley Eco Park. On our arrival, we were greeted by experienced tour guides who took us through an orientation on how best to enjoy the experience. We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park. We saw zebras, sable antelopes, crown cranes, maras, silky chicken, emus, wallabies, deer, ponies, and so many animals. We watched the animals roam freely in their natural habitat, undisturbed by our presence. Our tour guide told us so much about the wildlife, their behavior, and how to interact with them. I even fed them. We also went fishing. Then we took a break to have lunch in the beauty of the open space. All of this fun and activities for a starting price of 250 cedis, and it's free for children below 6 years. As the sun began to set, it was time to go back home, but not before our sunset dinner by the campfire. We've had a thrill of a lifetime, and I can't wait to visit again. Safari Valley Eco Park, bringing you closer to nature.
Nyamidia Apartments, the first master plan community in Ghana, is offering a 20% discount on all units. 2 and 3 bedroom apartments ready to move in today. Strategically located a short drive from the Tema Motorway roundabout towards Community 25. Call us now and the first 10 will get an additional 5% discount. Use the promo code Nyamidia23. Terms and conditions apply. Contact number 0551 435 555. Nyamidia Apartments, affordable luxury homes for everyone.
A bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG. We stand with you.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Heard you want a bad man something, so you forever a day, that's on my thing. Take my bread down, oh, the city. Give them better life, oh man deserve it. Best in walking, no 247. In search for better life, oh man still no get it. Enough it copy, start to learn some habits. That's the whole thing, that's how it started. Now my brother is a waste man, they throw him away. He's a waste man in a wasteland. They was make it they go. Where money holders make the rules and regulations. In my take, I only charge
hear many of you asking me the question, where is the middle class? We don't hear them speak anymore. What could be the problem? Is it that, they're tired? Is it that they're scared? Or is it that they're probably enjoying and they don't want to speak? Well, I said I couldn't answer those questions alone. I've gotten a team to help me answer all these questions. And later on, you would hear, for instance, many of you who had made reference to 2014, where you, saw Ghanaians in the middle class taking the government on. This morning, Edgar Redu is a social commentator, you know him, and Manasseh Azuri Awine, who is an investigative journalist, is also here with us. Good morning once again, gentlemen.
Good morning, Winston.
I hope all of you are doing great.
We're trying.
You're trying?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back to you. We'll find out why you're trying. Later on, Shamia Muslim would also be joining us. But let me tell you about the Sukasa O'Granson Communities Affordable Luxury Housing Project, which is now rolling out its affordable housing units on sale for its 3-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting at $97,500. OECD equivalent, and its 4-bedroom unit with an outhouse starting at $195,000 OECD equivalent. We offer you various convenient payment options. Our projects are presently at East Legon Hills and Ayimensa sites. We're located at Lagos Avenue in East Legon. Call us on 0302960865 or on WhatsApp 0553697886 for your enquiries. You can also reach us via email at info@sukasa.com.gh and on our social media handles as Sukasa GH. Sukasa, building on trust. So Riverman Productions, in partnership with Joy FM and the National Theatre, will excite you again with another brand new and hilarious Ibo-White play, I Like What You Like. So ever since Kwesi fell from Grace Iris, his wife has had to take up the cost of running the home. But an unexpected announcement turns Kwesi's dreadful morning into a very exciting one and sets him on an adventure he's not ready for. Now imagine her frustration when wealth comes knocking and is taking his time to answer the door. How will he be able to handle the stress and pressures of gold unseen? I Like What You Like is a test of integrity, faith, love, and honor. And the play comes off today, Saturday and Sunday. So Friday at 7 p.m., one show only today. Tomorrow, Saturday at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 2 shows only. And on Sunday, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 3 shows. That is Riverman 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a play. Rate is 150 Ghana cedis. Tickets are available now via Koba short code *365*535#. And at the usual outlets front desk of Joy FM, Shell shops at Tema Community 11, Airport, East Legon, and Dansuman Total shops at Bachuna and Hacho, as well as Frankie's in Osu. You can also visit the Riverman Productions pages on Facebook and Instagram, or call 0505-546-010 or WhatsApp 0505-546-030 for enquiries. Sponsors Ebony Condom Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank PLC, Communications Partner M Notify, and Logistic Movers. Riverman Productions, be the difference. So why build one when you can own one and start earning money today? Sefi Realty has homes that will reduce the cost of living and make money for their owners. Our homes will also save, the value of your money. Locate us in Tema Community 26 behind the Palace Shopping Mall. We're offering a 20% discount on all sales for a limited period. At Nyamidia Apartment, owning a home is a rewarding investment. So why don't you take this step of making it a reality? We encourage all persons interested in owning homes at the Nyamidia Apartments to visit us this and every weekend as we take you on a tour of our properties. The first 10 people will attract additional 5% discount on the property they select. Call us now 0551-435555 or 0551-438888 to book your site visit. Terms and conditions apply. that's Nana Kwame Ampedu setting the tone. I'm sure for many of you can understand, but in case you don't understand, he says some are living very well. They are very comfortable. Others are also living poorly, not comfortable at all. But that's the reality of the world. Now, let me take you to 2014. Something unique happened in this country. In fact, for many people, it transformed our politics and our democracy. Listen.
God, give them wisdom. The utility companies. What is going on? I want to go home.
Well, today we are at the Efia Sutherland Park, where a civil society group calling itself Concerned Ghanaians for Responsible Governance is embarking on a peaceful demonstration, and their aim is to demand accountable governance from the President John Dramani Mahama.
Social media bio. Facebook bio. Twitter bio. Google Plus bio. The best watch your man penny.
The group is made up of intellectuals, and they are raising concerns about failed leadership, untold economic hardship, and corruption as some of the challenges facing this country. These protesters converged here as early as 6 a.m. today, Republic Day, 1st July 2014, and they are calling on the President John Dramani Mahama to sit up and address the problems of this country.
There are basic things in life: water, health, energy, education, transportation. And the bad leadership has affected every part of it.
My business has dipped. The currency has depreciated. You can't even get it to buy. You can't pay our staff. You're thinking of laying off your staff. Now it's actually tough.
The total denigration of the office of the president, the total lack of respect that in bulk, in mass, individually, Ghanaians now experience when you talk about issues pertaining to governance, government, the president.
This thing that, you should show respect. The other man is stealing, he's killing you. Why do you have to show respect to him? In Brazil, what happened? If the young man called Sule Muntari was not brave enough to slap somebody, do you think we would have known what was going on? No.
For me, it was very reminiscent of the 70s during a champion's time, which were really bad times, where we all slept at the petrol station. So that's indication that, you really need to get up and talk about it, because we cannot, as a nation that deserves so much more, come to this level.
I'm working like a bull and I'm paying my taxes. The government got to work like a bull as well and make sure that my road is fixed, that I have electricity, that I have water. That is their job. It is not for me to tell the president how to fix the economy. If he didn't know how to fix the economy, why did he run for office?
As I said earlier, the arrangement was that they should not come closer to this point. There's so much traffic because the road is virtually blocked. The protesters have virtually taken over the road, and the police are really not going to allow. I think they have arrested somebody who was resisting the police from doing their duty. Why is he getting physical at this point?
Nothing seems to work. Our salaries are the same, while everything seems to go downhill. Now the people have come out to protest to the government and asking government to do something, stabilize the currency, stabilize the economy. And what are we meeting? We are meeting the police, who are insisting that they wouldn't let us go and present our views.
We want swift action. And so, if within a reasonable time we do not see change, we do not see results, we would gather again and embark on this constitutionally guaranteed right to protest. We shall do so till we see change.
And I'm sure there are many of you who can actually remember that day, Republic Day 2014. But I'm sure you also remember the former moderator of the Presbyterian Church, Professor Marty. He's been speaking, he's been telling us in the past of how politicians try to influence persons, including the clergy.
The clergy and the religious distinct, when they speak, they shake the foundation. And it is only the church that will address meaningfully the canker going on. And they want to silence all credible voices. Now, today, we will reveal everything to you. This question has, direct relation with the pronouncements of Reverend Professor Marty. Let me tell you why people do not want Professor Marty to talk. Listen, they have tried, politicians have tried all means, all means to muzzle me, to get me, but they can't. They come with bribes, fat envelope, $100,000. Listen. I want everybody to listen. Politicians came to my house with fat envelope, $100,000, not cedis, dollars. And also with the promises that, if you keep quiet, we will give you a house at Trazaco with swimming pool. You know what? We will give you 4-wheel drive. These people were lucky. I did not have big dogs in my house. Else I would have released the dogs to bite them for the whole world to ask, Papa Moderator, my boy one again. Papa Moderator, I then I will tell me now you release the dog. Then I will tell them, ask what they came to do. You know what? They have tried all means to muzzle me. They couldn't, and I tell you they can't. And you know what? I will speak today, I will speak tomorrow. You know the tax I pay, Osofo. Sometimes when this thing come and I see the tax that I've paid, but at the same time I said, praise be to the Lord we serve, because it's going to build our nation. Then when my tax goes, you babies with sharp teeth, you are stealing the money and you don't want us to talk. We will talk today, we will talk tomorrow.
It's Friday!
Well, welcome.
believe that there will be that class of people who will feel irritated by the wrong to the extent that they will not just want to sit in their rooms or in their offices and hope that some journalists will just go and do the work, but they would like to also, step out there and be heard, because this country is theirs as much as it is for the ruling class. So I thought that there's a need to have that perspective also. I am happy when you play that sound, for example, where we covered Occupy Ghana, Occupy Flagstaff House, where you heard Ken Ofori-Atta, Ace Ankuma, what's his name again now? The man in charge of, is it the
PPMC, Nana Kwesi Awuah.
Yes, Nana Kwesi Awuah. There's the other one, is it Jojo, or the other one too, now in charge of is it
Yofi Grant?
Yofi Grant?
Yes, Yofi Grant. All of these guys, and some of them, they came with their families, their wives and kids. I remember that very day how I stood at Ifwa Sutherland Park watching them and feeling proud as a Ghanaian. Those of them who are in power, who are in public office, we can play this back and hold them to account. But those like Kofi Bento, Ace Ankuma, and the rest of them, if at that time they felt that they could make a contribution, and today, if there's an issue and they don't want to get on the street, I don't think that we should say, you were on the street the last time, why are you not on the street today? I think that is unfair. Now, Edgar mentioned that something that doesn't help him or discourages him or that he's not happy about is that everything you need a complaint. If you don't make a complaint, the police can't move. If you don't make a complaint, Shraj cannot move. No, that's not correct. I mean, bluntly speaking, there are situations where the law allows, for example, Shraj. If you read their act, section 218, thereabout going, there is only one portion where the court held in the Richard Anani case in 2008 that you need an individually, an identifiable person who is lodging the complaint, okay? Who is lodging the complaint about the where they have breached their code of conduct in their office. They have acted in a way that is in conflict to their oath. It says that one, you need an individually, an identifiable complainant, either a human person or an artificial person. That's a corporate body to make the complaint. So let's situate that and be careful not to suggest that for everything you need a complainant. But why? When we see there is wrong, we should complain. There are people making complaints. Let's make the complaint, as many as we can, and, inundate these offices with the complaints and let them act on them. Amanasi is telling you some of the things. I am his lawyer, so I know that too many things that we have had to be fighting here and there. It's not a comfortable thing to be doing, but I think the most important thing that we will need is public support for people like Manasseh, the things they do. Look, and even for being associated with them, the things you go through, the hate and the targeting that you get, how you get your life is endangered. It's terrible. It's terrible. But we must expect that these things will be in society, except that those people who are at the helm and in leadership must give a posture that suggests that they denounce such things and they support the people who will speak up and who will challenge those who are doing wrong and get them exposed.
Great. But Samson, on that point that, maybe the person felt it was important to speak at the time and may not feel like speaking today. The question you get people asking is, if you put yourself up there to, speak against the wrongs at the time, if there are similar wrongs, why don't you speak against them? That means that's your position. So why the silence this time?
Well, you have not appointed them to be, agitated for your state. In any case, you don't pay them to do that job. They are not funded by the public purse to do that kind of job. So if it is something they do, we should allow them to do it when they want to do it. But those who do it, and then the next time we see them in public office, we should hold them to account. We should tell them, you said this the other day, this is what the situation was. What are you saying today? And when they begin to put up, the hypocritical posture and suggest that, all is well, then we call them out. And I think that is perfect. That is what we should do. Colonel Furata was on the street. Yofi Grant, they were all on the street. They were all demonstrating. Kofi Kapito, all of them. Ewa, all of them. Those of them who are in public offices now, we should not grant them the chance and opportunity to suggest to us today that the things that they were against and the things we are seeing today, are not the same. And we should call them out that they are hypocrites, okay? That they are only politically interested in political power, in making sure that one government leaves so they come into power, and that's the purpose of their demonstration. That one, I think that we are at liberty we can be granted the liberty to accuse them of that and let the public know that this is who they are. They don't have, principles. But if it is, the ordinary Joe who feels that today I want to join a demonstration and tomorrow they don't want to join a demonstration, we shouldn't get at them and insult them. And I see a lot of that going on. It's not right. And the people who are talking, they should also join. Every day, you and I, Winston, we are talking about these things. We get criticized. Sometimes you are shocked that there is plain wrong. Plain wrong. And you are talking about, and you are not talking as if you are not manufacturing, scenarios and talking about, you are talking with evidence. And yet, the people in power and their supporters, they come at you and insult you. Those are the people we should expose.
Please hold on a minute. Let me bring in Shamima Muslim. Shamima, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, my brother, and good morning to my colleagues in studio.
Great. So, Shamima, what's your position? I mean, look, that's something that we've been talking about in studio. Samson joined us to contribute briefly. But for many Ghanaians, they ask the question, where is the middle class? Why are they silent?
Very well. So I only caught part of Manasseh's contribution. So I don't know what has been said so far. So for me, I think that I would move a bit backwards from where is the middle class to who is the middle class and what do we expect from that middle class? Because I think that to move forward substantially, there's got to be a clarity, because you said most Ghanaians are asking where is the middle class. Who are these most Ghanaians? Are there elements of middle class in these Ghanaians who are asking? Those Ghanaians who are asking, what are they doing themselves? How have they defined themselves? Because obviously it won't be the political class that is asking where is the middle class. So these Ghanaians that want to know where the middle class are, where are they themselves, and how do they categorize themselves in the scheme of things? So I think that contextually, we must know that the idea of the middle class became a buzzword in the early part of this 21st century. Okay, and historically, to become part of the middle class, it was measured by a certain minimum income, and that's all it took to be considered middle class. Of course, that is not what pertains today. The middle class was viewed as the class that would be the pot of gold at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, basically, because we're thinking that, and the literature is rife with thoughts and knowledge about how the middle class can and actually did contribute as a driver to economic, social, and political development. There are assumptions underlining this conception of middle class that, well, they are mostly educated, they are on an upward mobility strand, they are mostly well informed, so they are knowledgeable. And the assumption is that if you are knowledgeable, then you understand governance better, then you understand politics better, then you understand the social economic milieu with which you live and work and operate in better. And so you understand what needs to be done and how it should be done. And so you're in a better state to be able to point out wrongs of the ruling or political class so that our collective resources are put to a more optimal use so that politics, which continues to be the overarching vehicle that drives us to the promised land, that politics delivers a life of dignity to the majority of its citizens and ensures that social services, education, health, development outcomes reach every corner of our society. Unfortunately for us, I think that the problem with this middle class hasn't quite delivered, in the way that the theorists envisioned that they would deliver this accountability. And that is not without saying that middle class members will not be aligned. In our current situation, we have middle class, which is loosely defined as mostly people within the formal sector. But we have now known that using that income indicator doesn't work because many people within this category of middle class have not been able to pull themselves to prosperity as a result of the poor economic conditions. So you might even see somebody within an informal sector who is doing better and well, a market woman at Makola who perhaps has no benefit of formal education, might be more well-versed in understanding the economy and being very responsive to the changing types of the economy. So for me, our middle class is beyond just our educated class. It includes our informal economy actors, most of whom may not have had a certain level of education, but are well aware about the economy and its effects on what they do. So, having said that, my next understanding of the problem with our current middle class, if you are asking where they are, now that we know who they are, is to say that the issue of values, the issue of integrity, and the issue of conscience ensures that the tides and weights and waves of conscience come just like the seed. So we will periodically in our history have a wave of conscience that would wake up a mass of people who will rise up and make demands. And when the tide recedes, that conscience goes away with it until the next wave comes along. That's how I have seen it. And if we're asking where they are now, Manasseh has given us examples and something has also spoken about it. The fact is that at every point in time as individuals, and we all have to come back personally to reflect on how we ourselves engage our society and what informs our engagement. I think for us as media, we have conceded that especially within this current dispensation, as we have experienced with other dispensations, but within this current dispensation, there seems to be a more critical attack on the media and media freedoms. We have held programs where we ourselves have confessed to be self-censoring as a result of the attacks, perceived and real, that we think we receive from government agents when we seek to hold them accountable. So, if the middle class is suffering the same disease, they should let us know. if they are also self-censoring, they should let us know. They should also let us understand what is informing their self-censoring. Are they self-censoring now because they have food in their mouth and they are now aligned, which is what we do? Because my understanding of our middle class, as I have defined it, is people who are mostly aligned. We don't have a homogeneous group. They are mostly aligned by heart to a certain political regime and dispensation, or they are aligned by interest to that regime or dispensation. And those attachments, they come in different forms. Because at the end of the day, every human being wants to prosper. But then there are voices of conscience who, irrespective of their heart alignment or interest alignment, because everybody is working within this space for prosperity. Whether you are a person of faith, you want that your church will survive, your members would work and get money and come and pay their tithes. Whether you are a member of civil society, you want a system that allows for you to be able to express yourself, that will take and use some of your research findings. So somehow we are all interconnected and we are all linked. But we are fast dissipating on values. Values meaning that even if you are aligned by interest and by heart to a certain dispensation, that you are still able to speak truth. So if you're a member of Occupy Ghana yesterday and you spoke specifically about specific things of corruption, of wanton dissipation of public resources, of poor infrastructure, if you were able to vocalize the fact that you work so hard like a bull in this country and you expect your president, who is the leader, to also work equally as hard to deliver on the social contract he has with you, that same voice of conscience should tell you, even if you have become an appointee of this government, if you are not able to vocalize these same things publicly, it should still be able to tell you at a point if you think that things are going way out of the context with which you thought coming in would lead to you contributing. Because I want us to also agree that we are not saying that once you have criticized a certain political dispensation, then you cannot make yourself available to the political dispensation that your criticism favored. Because we are the same people who are asking that people who think they have skills, they have capacity, good people should offer themselves for public service. So that space exists. Otherwise, what are we talking about? So we need clarity in terms of our expectations of this middle class. We don't expect them to only be vocalizers and criticizers, but we want them to also come in and work to change what they criticize. But I'm saying that now, if you find yourself in a system that your criticism favored, the outcome of which favored a certain system, and you find the same ills, you find the same wrongs, and you think that you have drawn attention, you have tried to change the situation, and it's not changing, then you owe it to yourself to resign from that system as a matter of principle.
All right, Sherima.
But you cannot act like you don't see evil, you don't hear evil, and you don't know evil. There is where the problem is. The very fast dissipation of our value and integrity system, and the conscience that comes with the wave and go away with the tide. We need to be a bit more consistent, and we can be consistent even whilst we are aligned politically by interest or by our heart leanings or our historical, leanings. So there is where I want to put in, because everybody is talking. At the beer bars, we have the conversation. People are talking, but we must claim back our voice as ordinary citizens, whether we are aligned or not, because the lines are currently so blurred. So let us not waste our time trying to make the difference that you are non-aligned, you are aligned, or you are a middle class, or you are neutral, or you are a floating voter. If you're a floating voter, even before elections, you have issues that you're aligned with and issues that you are non-aligned with. Issues that you have problems that you think need to be addressed. For those issues, kindly speak out. Right now, there's diversity of platforms to engage. There's social media. You don't have to come and sit on television. You don't have to come and sit on radio. You can use the power of your social media to speak about your realities, your lived realities. And if you have a certain skill level and knowledge level that you think others might benefit from a deeper understanding of the issue, please share that knowledge.
Okay.
Because this country is all we have. And nobody will build this country for us. So we must have this value conversation. And we must bring back this spirit of patriotism. There is burnout, and Manasseh alludes to it. How long can you continue saying the same thing and being threatened, and you're growing, you're a family, you're a person with children, you're looking to create a safe space for your child. And we all know that sometimes governments can be too vitriolic and vindictive. And so and we know, because some of these middle class people have spoken, that being critical leads to a certain excessive scrutiny on their affairs. In a system that is so complex, that's so hard, sometimes you can't dot all your I's and cross all your T's. You can't live in perfection. And we must not be saying that individuals and citizens must attain a certain level of perfection in terms of all of their expectations as citizens before they are able to criticize wrongdoing. If the road is bad, if there's no water, if there's no light, if there's corruption, which is obvious and evident, if our leaders are not being congruent, they are not living by the creed with which they preached to us, we should be able to speak, even in our state of imperfection.
Great, Shamima. Please hold on 1 minute. We'll get back to you. This morning we're having a conversation about Ghana's middle class. We've asked that question, where are they? You've asked the question, why are they silent? When we return after these messages from our partners, I still have Edgar Redu here in studio. Manasseh Azuzuri Awene is also in studio, and Shamia Muslim is on the phone. We'll be right back.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana right here in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and 50% scholarships to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless opportunities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our October 2023 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us on +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
In partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, Roverman Productions present I Like What You Like, an original Ebo White play.
Hey, Kwesi Trumpet, what kind of misfortune follows you so much that when your rich auntie dies in the US, the only thing she leaves you is her ashes? Boy, you won't keep that thing in this household. Put it outside the gate and regard it as wakekeeping. Or you can use it for tea. You hear needs your share.
Well, his auntie named him a sole beneficiary to her estate.
I am his wife. How much is it worth?
Roughly $350 million.
What? Oh, Auntie Frida! Oh, Kwesi, we cannot leave her outside the again. She will feel cold. Let us keep her on the dresser in the guest room and ensure she gets a befitting burial.
Shows at the National Theatre on July 7th, 8th, 9th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. Friday at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Tickets available on the short code *365 *535 # and all the usual outlets. 150 Ghana cedis. Sponsored by Ebony Condoms, Gino, GCB, and M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
If you get LPG, let me see your hand. Who are got?
Mr. Menu, I'm not happy with you, cry.
Oh, landlord, what is it?
Me, what is the problem? How can you allow your wife cook with charcoal and firewood? Don't you know smoke is harmful to your wife? Don't you have gas?
Oh, landlord, me, I've been using charcoal since so.
You're not current at all. Now every Ghanaian uses gas because it's safe and convenient. Just one matchstick, and you're good to go. Food cooks faster and the taste is retained.
Hey, landlord, be that.
You think I'm joking, New rule, no gas, no accommodation. Even you just paid your rent, And my friend, come for your money and leave my house.
Hey, landlord, if you make a mistake and you give me this money, I'm not going to move. I'm going to buy gas.
Like you will see.
Don't be left out. LPG is safe and convenient. This campaign is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and supported by the Ministry of Energy and World Bank. Contact our toll-free number 080-012-300 for more information.
Now we go live in 3, 2, 1.
Airtel Tigo is now 80.
It's Airtel Tigo.
It's okay, Abna. Say Airtel, say Sadie. That you know simple cry. 80. Simple.
Tell your neighbor to tell a neighbor that your favorite telecommunication network, Airtel Tigo, is now 80. Simple. New name, but still provides you with affordable and reliable internet, clear calls, secure money services, and much more.
80. Life is simple.
Imagine say water wake up at dawn. Bath, chop. Where it vanish for your area for 2 weeks. You not get one drop safe inside your tank.
Hey. Haja, our life was in dangerous.
Only our neighbor get water with water tank.
Water tank?
Yes, water tank. Mamma mia, that water tank get meter for checking water level. That water tank be fine past Kumasi Selenium. That water tank be tough like Ghana Army. That water tank, they carry water pepe, so say some no go left inside the supply tank. What a tank! As my boss, Mr. Poncho, go talk.
Beautiful, durable, with water level indicator and accurate volume of water. Water tank. What a tank! By Duraplast.
Tell me where you gonna run.
Welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. So this morning we're having the conversation about Ghana's middle class. We've asked about their silence. What is it that they're not talking as much as they used to do in the past? And we have in studio Edgar Redu, Manasseh Azuri Awine, and Shamima Muslim is on the phone. We're going to get into the conversation again shortly. But Absa Bank says they know that life is go, 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 and it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So they won't let banking get you in your way. With Absa's digital channels, you can bank when and how you want, so you can focus on who or what is important to you. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old student union dues, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. That's Africanacity. That's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details. So let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Park. And they are introducing the Safari Wildlife Experience by creating an environment that fosters the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Pentagonian mara, and many others. I don't know if you've been there, but if you've not been there, please try and go there, and you will thank me later. You would love that place. So everyone can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of 250 Ghana cedis, and it's free for children up to 6 years. Manasseh should be taking Madam and my little boy there. It's only an hour's drive from Accra and opens from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. For more information, visit safarivalleyresorts.com. Check out Safari Valley on Instagram or call 059 691 4394. So it's Bigo time. Are you worried about your parties, weddings, outdooring, funeral hangouts? You're about what to drink during that celebration? Well, with Bigo, no wahala for the occasion. Bigo Drink has made it easy for everyone to enjoy and have the ideal celebration. Comes in different and captivating flavors, created to enrich every moment and bring vitality to your life. The flavors include cocktail, cola, apple, coconut, lemon, lemon lime, orange. Comes in a 16 in a pack and 20 in a pack. So infuse color into your life and get rejuvenated. Grab a bottle of your favorite flavor and treat yourself and loved ones to a memorable experience. Bigo Drinks, another quality product from Twellium Industries Limited. And let me tell you about McBerry Twist Cupcake, which is super delicious and yummy. The McBerry Twist Cupcakes are baked with natural ingredients and come in 2 flavors, vanilla and chocolate. The best part is they're affordable. Hurry, get a whole pack for your family. McBerry Twist Cupcake is healthy and comes in handy as portable snack for your kids to eat and share with friends at school. Indulge in the deliciously baked and irresistible taste of McBerry Twist Cupcake and enjoy the goodness in every bite. It's available in every supermarket and provision shop near you. McBerry Twist Cupcake, simply irresistible. Edgar, so you've heard from Samson has made a point. He's talked about, well, maybe the people wanted to speak in the past. For those who are not in public offices, they wanted to speak in the past. They don't feel like speaking. Why should we be asking them to speak?
Well, as I said earlier, and then we all get to the point that yes, some people may have the energy and then the breath to continue speaking. Others too is like, look, I'm tired. I don't know what else I should say. I don't know what I haven't said. And that was what I was trying to drum earlier, that the authorities in question, those who are supposed to pick up these things and then work on, they are failing to do their job. Okay, I wanted to ask Samson a question. Unfortunately, I think he's off the line. Right? He is the one who was behind, or should I say, was trying to make a case for one lady that was molested or beaten or whatever at a Midland Bank by one police officer. I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
The police officer is still at post. Nothing has happened to him. Samson was on the case. I wanted to ask him. So at this level, what can you do? Apart from, and when you talk, do you get the desired results?
Tell me, do you?
Exactly the point. You can only talk. Like Manasseh has made enumerated a couple of things. 10 years. Is he the law enforcer? He is not the law enforcer. It is only talk he can talk, right? So for those who are charged with that responsibility of taking up these matters, if they are not working, to what extent can you continue parroting? You should understand some of these things. But then again, Manasseh raised another fantastic point that I want to look at. We need to understand from the point Shamima was trying to make it look like it shouldn't be limited to a certain group of people, but then who are those who are within there or who fall within the middle class or Ghanaians in general? One of the problems we also need to appreciate is the fact that by the way God created us, we have the introverts, we have the extroverts. If you want to look at the temperaments, the 4 temperaments of the human beings and what have you, it's not everyone that has what it takes to bell the cat. Okay? So to a certain extent, right, there are what we may call the vulnerable, okay? And then it is for the strong to fight for the vulnerable. As my brother was trying to make mention of classified as the agbogloshi, so it's for the strong to fight. All right. But then one of the things is this, that when you have callous people the ones Manasseh will call the selfish type, all right, they taking advantage of the weak and milking the system and doing what have you because you are, as it were, powerless, or I have the power. You know, the something funny happened the other day at the Public Accounts Committee when the Deputy Attorney General was being asked the question that you are the prosecutor, so who prosecutes you? You see what it is like? So the one who is supposed to do the job says, I'm not going to do it. To what extent can you go? You get it? So to certain levels, when people are being placed in positions of authority, there's a lot that is expected from them. When they are failing to do their job, the appointing authority, what does he do? As even in Africa here, we've seen a lot being demonstrated by Kagame in his country. He gives you a job to do. You fail to do the job, he whacks you off. And he doesn't just whack you off. You are off and you never get any public, appointment again. You get it? So if the IGP is failing to act, ordinary human beings, what can we do? And we speak about the matter. It is up to the appointing authority to say, look, XYZ has gone on and on and on. You are failing to work. Get out and let another person come in and take over the job. So many things go wrong, and the people who are in charge. We sit in this country, not too long ago, a soldier goes to court, and soldiers walk into the courtroom and go and take him out of the courtroom. The impudence. And these are soldiers coming to court with guns. Then you are asking yourself the question. So even the policemen at the courtroom, right, who are supposed to provide protection for the judges and all the human beings around, they stand there and can't do anything. And then they walk away. The question you ask yourself, so the CDS, what did he do to those soldiers who went there? So if the CDS is not acting as ordinary men, and we make the noise, to what extent would our noise go to correct that system? So, you know, you have a situation where, as I said, there are people who may have that voice. There are people who are bold enough, those who will bail the cats, all right? But they are limited because they don't have the power apart from the talking.
Okay. Manasseh.
Yes, sir.
Are we limited? We don't have the power? Are we, fed up because, like, Edgar made earlier, we've talked and talked and talked, and now we're fatigued. We're tired. It's like nobody's listening.
Yes, I mentioned that earlier. That is the most depressing aspect of the job. There's a saying that hunger which has hope for its satisfaction doesn't kill. If you're talking, then you know that something will change. There is that fuel to continue talking. But if you are doing activism and it keeps getting worse, let's even look at the political space. We felt Mahama was the worst thing that ever happened to our democracy. And then people would say, no, this man must go. And there was nothing wrong with being a journalist or somebody. I've said it many times. I wanted Mahama out. I didn't vote for him when I met him. I told him. So there's nothing wrong with that. Then Akufo-Addo comes. And there are even no words to describe him. Then you want Akufo-Addo to go. Who is lacing his boots on the political touchline? It's Mahama again. How are you so hopeful that when he comes, things will change and get better? So sometimes the hopelessness alone can make somebody say, well, I'm done with it. But I agree with Samson to extent that we shouldn't make some people public contractors. That when there's something that you have to talk about it, then you have to call them. There are people who call me to do certain stories or investigations, and I tell them, look, I'm not going to do this. That you are in a state institution, they are deducting you wrongly. There was a time some nursing group that they were doing some illegal deduction, and they were not prepared to even show their faces. And I'm saying the thing is affecting you. You have evidence. Why can't you, as a group, even speak up? And you say, no, if you have to do it, you have to do it secretly. You can't speak to us. So that's a problem. Sometimes the people you fight for gang up against you and then fight you. And those who are saying the middle class are quiet, calling them out every single day. Go back to 2014, 15, 16. There were those who were saying you talk too much. Are you the only sensible person in Ghana? So when it favors them, the middle class is quiet. When their opponents are in power, and when they come into government, they want everyone quiet. So I think those who elect themselves to speak up, and I agree with Edgar, that in every society, we have certain people who must fight for the generality of the people.
Okay.
So society has certain expectations of you. Society respects you for some of those things. And you cannot just say, well, I'm going to do it when this government is in power, and I'm going to stop when this government is in opposition. Because that's where sometimes the problem comes from. There's nothing wrong with being affiliated, but if you project yourself as non-aligned, and you speak not as a politician, okay, for there are certain people we place value, even this public discourse. There are certain people whose voices you don't respect so much, because you know that when power changes, they are going to speak differently. And they are consistent. If it's MPP, it's MPP, if it's NDC, NDC. But if you project yourself as someone who stands for the interest of the public, then there is that natural expectation that you stay in that position. Some of them have not only kept quiet, but the very things they were condemning, they are supporting today. Some of the middle class. And generally what I say is that if we tend to say that, well, I don't care, the good thing about this bondholders issue, the good thing about it is, going forward, people should be concerned about the governance of our country. There are people who believe that, well, I have made enough money. Let me take care of my family. Let me invest in bonds. Let me do security. Let me do this. Secure my family. To hell with whatever is happening. But today, they are out there. Those who are affected are not your ordinary day-to-day hustlers who can hardly save at the end of the month. A lot of them are the middle class people. So I believe that whatever happens in this country, whether good or bad, we are affected in one way or the other. And we should speak up, whether you are up there or down there. And if you are down there, you cannot speak up. Don't join forces to attack and insult those who speak up on your behalf, and then accuse them of being quiet, when sometimes it gets to a point that they feel there's even no sense fighting for people who gang up with their oppressors to attack me.
Let me bring Shamima in at this point, and as we wrap it up, finally we'll be activating the phone lines shortly. So going forward, Shamima, you started by talking about what is expected, but are you convinced that this will happen and that the very people you expect to speak would actually come out to speak? Hello, Shamima. Yes.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted a bit.
Okay.
Right. So, I agree largely to what my colleagues have said, but I think I want to also just add that narrative is important, and we must build a society where every single member of the society feels entitled to contribute in whatever way they can in building that society. The reason why I'm saying this is that we must not build an entitlement society where every or some group of people think that they have no power at all. Whereas I agree That's why there are differences. The fingers of the hand are not the same. There will be people who are more exposed, who are more educated, who are more knowledgeable, who have more power, who have more influence, to whom much is given, much will be expected. But I'm saying that foundationally, let us build a certain love for country from the base, from the so-called less middle class, from the lowest of classes, from the poorest of people. We are the media, we have the power of narrative. Let us create more empowering narratives about the power of the people. Because if they cannot fight for themselves, why should they vote? Voting alone is power to the people. And that power to that person at the grassroots, that poor person who cannot make ends meet. Every 4 years, the politicians find them. So our narrative must address those categories of people in ways that engender more confidence for them to demand what they want. So it's not an either or situation that I am describing, that because the description of the middle class is now quite nuanced and the lines are not too clear. It's not a strict line that you are a middle class and you are a poor class. We must necessarily ensure that narratives address the empowerment of grassroots to be able to demand better.
Okay.
Now, however we define the middle class today for our benefits, which includes me, you, and all of those in studio, there are some fundamental agreements. Yes, there is general burnout. Yes, talk alone cannot change systems and reforms. And so we must also be careful how we frame the narrative to not attack the people who are in this same middle class while we are asking for them to talk. That's why I asked, number one, for clarity on what we expect of the middle class. Clarity on our expectations from the middle class so that we don't end up further alienating. Because just recently, the former Chief Justice, he said that the politics is so dirty that, respectable, I beg your pardon, person within our society will go nowhere near politics.
Okay.
So we must ensure that our narrative is not further pushing the middle class who have a voice, who have power, who have influence, to speak, and not only to speak, but to do some actions. And that's why I would come back to the issue of Occupy Ghana. Because in as much as Occupy Ghana has become so dissipated with respect to some of its members being now in government, we still know that they have still done some work. And that the whole Achimota Forest, the debate thing, they have done some work. They've gone to court. We must encourage that. My point is that we must not say it's an either-or situation. That if today you are critical of government, then you should never be part of any government.
All right, Shamima.
In the same breath, if you can just give me a 2 more minutes, in the same breath as we are asking
just 1 minute
for middle-class people to go into positions of power, we must not seek to demonize all of them with one brush stroke. Okay, and set them up for public ridicule. What I call on, however, is consistency and integrity. That if you were critical about certain issues yesterday and you find yourself in government today because you saw yourself to be able to contribute more positively, you must still be critical about those issues even as you're in government.
Thank you very much, Shamima Muslim, for joining us. Look, we'll be activating the phone line shortly, so you could also join us. But let me just tell you about Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture at affordable prices. Now, they've introduced an online store for your shopping convenience. This means you can now shop by simply logging on to kingdomstoreonline.com, and they will arrange delivery to your home and office within a reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema and accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions apply.
at Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmark. So it's all of the Premier League, all on DSTV. Catch all the goals, moments, clashes, derbies, and drama. Make sure to stay tuned to all of Rashford, Haaland, and Saka. Watch it all unfold live in HD with the option of our exciting commentary in 3. All this on the package of your choice. No one else offers all of the Premier League but DSTV. Get your DSTV decoder with a 1-month compact subscription for 299 Ghana cedis, or stay connected on *759# to enjoy it all. DSTV, it's your moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello? Yeah, is it true that your Adansia 10 Dubai trip on chartered Emirates flight is sold out?
Yeah, you heard right. All 250 seats to Dubai on 10th August are fully booked, but all hope is not lost. There are a few more seats on Emirates for 13th and 15th August departing to Dubai, with the rates starting at only $1,650.
Huh, great. I can't miss out on this fun trip. Are there any other combo trips?
Yes, we have few seats available on below exciting combo trips. Nairobi and Dubai with Dorinando, South Africa, Victoria Falls and Livingstone with Lexus Bill, Singapore, Bali and Malaysia cruise with Kwame Daze, Kigali and Dubai.
Wait, how do I book now?
Just send hi to the WhatsApp number 0593 857 002 or call 0556 310 404 or visit adancytravels.com. All bookings from now till 25th July will get free pass to Adancy at 10 Gala Dinner in Accra.
Awesome.
It's a vibe.
This is the biggest and the most exciting culinary show in Ghana. 6 tertiary schools presents 3 budding chefs each to battle it out here in the kitchen, knife to knife. It's time to find the toughest, smartest, and the most creative team. Which school will win the ultimate prize and earn the bragging rights as Ghana's tertiary school with the best chefs? Join me, Michelle Adeku, and the judges as we discover the best team who will serve the most amazing cuisines. This is Big Chef Tertiary. Big Chef Tertiary. The kitchen has no boundary.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
Like beans and rice, I will never leave your side. I will never ever. I dedicate my time to you. I die. Even if the road is rough, I don't mind. 'Cause you be my G for life.
This one says, Nana on Spring Test Road says, good morning, Winston. Their silence is deafening. It says, where are the so-called middle class? I thought they were with us, the poor masses, but only for their selfish gains. They don't talk now and... Okay, they don't talk now. Now, at Austin, someone says most of them are enjoying. At KB Dankwa says there's no middle class. You are either rich or poor, and these people certainly aren't poor now. So why do you want them to talk? At Teresa Mecca says the middle class. How do you speak when your mouth is full? At Stacy Carr says all the folks that spoke are enjoying. And as Senator Sawa says, what has changed since a new government was formed by some members of the same middle class who protested? At Alongoy _Rodrigo says the middle class has been affected by the Russia-Ukraine war and COVID-19. And at Lori _U says they're all cashing out. Okay. At Leslie, this one says at call me _L. says the one screaming is no longer screaming. And this one says, Winston, the hypocritical attitude of some middle class that sought wrongs in previous administration and have shut their mouth now because some of them find themselves in government. They've made Ghanaians lose hope, and it's from Kofi Boni at North Legon. Anthony says, I talked